You know, a lot of people are talking about what the limits of the courts are these days and what power the courts has and what a law really even is these days and who has legal authority. And I have to assume it's because everybody's nostalgic for Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy. That's why, right? I don't pay attention to the news.
I think that's it.
Yep. That's it.
I think that's it.
That's it. Bird law.
And you know, why? I'm sorry, it's just hitting you all at once that all of our jokes about hiring totally incompetent 20-year-olds, not like teenagers and 20-somethings to run a law agency, is like a thing this game does in absurdist jest.
Yeah, you know, Beb will be thinking twice about Athena's old
Holy shit, Apollo's 23? Wow, he's old for the game.
Yeah. Getting up there.
Like, he's almost too old to work at Doge.
Yeah. Almost age out, except to run it, of course, but...
Or to not run it, to run the temporary agency that administers it.
Yep.
That's the fucking loophole they're using now. None of that matters. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I put up a shelf today.
You did?
Yeah, it is one of those floating shelves I already owned that completely collapsed because I put too much heavy stuff on it. But I realized I already put, unless you're my landlord, I already put holes in the wall once, which means I already have to fix holes in the wall once. So what's doing it twice? Because I have a bunch of teeny little trinkets that I don't want piling up on my desk to display. So
I would argue hidden inside of every one of the holes I've put in my wall in this apartment is another excuse for the landlord to just take our deposit.
yeah.
So to the landlord, those holes are liquid gold, baby.
But they gotta find them. They gotta find them first.
I say, fuck it. I already have some holes in my wall. What's a couple more? They're gonna take the deposit anyways.
Yeah, they were never gonna give it back to us either way.
Yep. That'd be something else. Well, I gotta have a spot for, I ordered my first, for like $4, my first Hatsune Miku figure. And I need somewhere blue to put her. And so I have a shelf with blue things on it now.
You have a blue shelf now. That's wonderful.
Blue shelf.
Also, Sophia, not just the insider trading from that 19-year-old, but also the guy used to run a fucking Counter-Strike cheating group, like, software that got split into 2 units when the people involved had a big fight. It's so stupid and involves a lot of stuff I, like, actually genuinely cannot talk about on Twitch. It's so fucking gnarly. That's the government now. Hey, let's go into the world of fiction where the courts are not weighed against you, but instead the ends means.
The ends justifies the means. Did you end up titling the stream the thing that you said? Oh, no, you didn't.
I forgot what I was going to title the stream. What was I going to
You were
title
going
the
to
stream?
title it that you and Austin got...
That hasn't happened yet.
Oh, not fully anyway.
Yes, so that will eventually become a title of a stream. Okay.
Right.
So it's something to look forward to, y'all.
You rats heard nothing.
I think
our audience rats.
The court rats?
Okay.
In my heart, it's like we've got like a little, we've got the jury, of course, which are all the mumbling people with blurry mustaches. And then off to the side, off screen that you can't see, it's just a bunch of little mice in business suits here to watch all of us. And that's the court rats, and that's a chat.
For some reason, the existence of the word fuzzy to describe hair and also something being low resolution in a video game made the phrase blurry mustaches fucking send me. Because I was like, well, why don't you... Well, I guess that makes... But that... No, it's like, it looks low resolution. Like, what? Hang on, that doesn't make any sense.
And yet it does.
Oh my god. Welcome, General Monica. Welcome, Vulpix. Welcome, Square, Sophia, and everybody to the stream. We are back into Apple Justice. We are going to keep going, and the world isn't going to stop us. We're going to find the truth. October 25th, Write Anything Agency. Oh, Christ.
Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know, that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
No, look at it this way. If you can't, if it was so bad that you can't smile, then it ain't the worst of times, is it? So there. So that means you didn't fuck up as bad as you could have.
Think about it. I don't know exactly what you meant.
A low-res mustache is still recognizable as a mustache, and that is why Mario has one instead of a mouth. True. Good
So
point.
true.
Wouldn't a low-res mustache just be a rectangle? That's a low-poly mustache. That's different.
But there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today.
I'm just glad you remembered that. But now how about relaxing a little?
Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie. She asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely hopeless. If it weren't for their confessions, I'd...
Hey, don't feel hopeless. Try feeling helpless instead. It basically means the same thing here, so it's fine.
Athena never feels helpless.
Athena's memory.
But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial.
Does every professor sound like that to her?
Why does he sound like that?
It's like the merchant from Resident Evil 4's dad.
Amy, students.
Oh, fuck.
What you learning, stranger?
Oh, Christ.
Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen again, then, won't I? No, I can't lose it all. Not now.
How'd you misspeak in your own memory?
The it's so jovers are when lawyers have to force their biggest we're so backs.
This is true.
Yeah, Phoenix is going to discover the "It's so over, we're so back" meme and share it around Slack in like 2032. It's gonna be way too late.
Vintage.
6 months later, he'll be like, guys, I think I might be bipolar.
You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale.
I can't just stand around here. I'm gonna finish the investigation. Can't it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my
no.
puppies.
Take that shit to Drake. Actually, don't do that. But he would be the only person interested. Juicy, you gotta stop offering this shit to people. Jesus.
Thanks, but I'd better get going. Save me one for when I get back.
Shoutouts to Fantando's vegan cookies. That shit's so funny. That's you.
Apollo, you wait. Oh, no, my brain is gonna be like this today. No.
It's all good.
Probably because I'm overheating in this sweatshirt. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away.
No, wait, Why leave me? I'm going with you.
I do this job too. I gotta turn your
I
volume
have
down.
to
now.
win,
Apollo. Okay, one
I
arm is
bailed-
free, so...
I
Then
bailed your ass out 3 times in court today. I'm going with you.
Hey, Apollo, actually, I'm thinking I got this one. Just leave your magic wristband with me. I think I can take care of it.
It's not how it works.
His eyes just twitching.
Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'd better go too.
Do I give a shit? You two be careful now.
More cookies for me.
It's almost Halloween.
October 25th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where we go from here?
Well now, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, Professor Means. What brings you here?
I asked him to come. He arrived just a little bit before you. I wanted to ask him something. But first, Athena? I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me.
She was calling me Athena until just now.
I just heard, oh hey, Professor Memes. That legitimately would be a less bad teacher than Professor Beans is. Like a professor, if we use the traditional sense of meme, a professor whose whole thing is, no, you want this to be a mantra that's catchy and passes on so this information stays with you, that would be less bad than Professor kill a bitch as long as you get an innocent verdict at the end. It's fine, just choke a bitch.
I do hate to break it to you, but the memes justify the ends is Elon Musk's whole life
No!
at this point.
You're right. I made the distinction about the traditional sense of meme, and I'm glad I did, because that did save me from walking directly into the memes justify the ends. Christ alive.
I don't want a teacher whose daughter says that he's an incel.
It's so fucking funny, the actual thing that she said about him.
Yeah.
Calling your own dad an incel.
I mean, what's left?
Okay. We can't get caught up on this, but it's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Alright. Whew.
No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control.
What?
Don't worry. I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to improve your innocence.
I didn't even
Almost
get a
said
chance
improve.
to
improve your innocence.
52% chance.
Okay, so here's the thing. Athena... I've been thinking about pursuing alternate counsel.
Huh?
I myself only just heard of this a moment ago. Sorry, the downstairs neighbors are, like, louder than usual.
Okay.
Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No! I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie!
I know, Athena. But will you please hear me out?
Well,
Okay. First of all, Athena needs to remind you.
That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you.
thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Junie.
Thank you, but... Even if I become a judge, I'll never have a sunflower badge.
Wait, so she only envies me for the badge?
Okay, I was hoping maybe that would, like...
If it's the aesthetic.
Okay, Athena, do you actually think Hugh
Or... Okay, wow, that's actually fair. That is fair. If Woods was sitting there thinking, is she gonna try and pin the blame on one of my friends? It's fair that she'd be like, okay, fine, fuck it, just do whatever you have to take to make this go away. If this is how I found innocent, I don't want it to be like this.
Yeah.
We need to do it in a way where none of us go down.
Also, didn't she plead guilty? Or confess, I should say?
She did confess, and then afterwards, both of them also confessed.
Also confessed, right.
So it's... That was what made the judge go, fuck it, okay, another day, sure.
Yep. The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides, Junie, they're the only ones.
Everyone's getting caught up on this, and this is what I think it is. She had to have been killed sooner than that. She was tied up for a while. The body could have been discovered after the murder a good amount of time afterwards, and then moved again.
Who could move freely around the campus at that time? I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point, I can't rule them out.
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that.
Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all 3 of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat.
How can you possibly prove that all 3 of them are innocent?
I am a result-oriented person.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So, this phone is connected to a bomb.
Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means.
No, yeah, we caught that, bud. We caught that.
I really don't like the sound of that.
I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too.
Oh, wow, Apollo was dead inside for a second there.
Alright, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision.
Hello?
But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions?
Sure. I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation?
Yes, of course. I'm your lawyer, after all.
There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out?
I have a feeling if Apollo's doing what I think he is here, I think he's gonna try and get Juniper to realize that Means would be a bad fit for what she wants here. I think Apollo's like, oh shit, I don't think she's gonna change her mind on this unless she realizes Professor Means is bad news. Why did you confess?
About your confession, Junie. It's not true, is it?
Athena, I've been thinking about opening up our relationship.
To a 45-year-old professor. Is that fine?
No.
Yes, just
no.
not him.
It's fine. It's not weird that he wants to date an 18-year-old because it's technically legal.
He's just like a Tim Leary type. It's fine.
You just said what you did. You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you?
Yeah, the order of operations was Robin confessed, then Woods confessed, and then Hugh confessed.
Because
Yeah.
he didn't want to be left out.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was that I had to help my friend.
You mean because of that school rule? The one that says that you can't graduate if you're convicted of a crime.
No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend.
Is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks?
I love Athena watching a person have an asthma attack and be like, I wonder if her emotions are causing this.
Damn, what's going on with her voice? She sounds a little off.
Her body language is weird. I totally forgot Robin, like, not came out is the wrong word, was shoved out as trans last time.
Yeah, it was like a big net was put over her and dragged out of the closet, like cartoon style. The moment Robin was revealed to be a hot girl all along is what made Junie reconsider things.
Oh yeah. There's more here than meets the eye. When did you three first become friends?
Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work
Damn.
together to bring an end to the dark age of law.
There's discord in her voice.
What the hell are the prison cafeterias feeding you? Fuck!
Pepsi. That was when their proof of friendship came about.
Wait, only Pepsi?
Yep. It's
How
hell.
feel?
I think that's literally a war crime.
No. It gets the truth out of them. The ends justify the means. They're not supposed to be in there for more than
Not
3 days
talking-
anyways. It's fine.
I'm not talking to you, buddy.
There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish this was as simple as that.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Oh, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around.
Oh god, is that what I sounded like? Shit.
Okay, things changed recently, because that bitch a lady and now I confused. When the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results...
Allow me to explain. Allow me to talk over you. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students.
I wonder where that would stem from in an educational environment.
At some point, any discussion about it was said bad vibes and just not allowed to happen, which is the same thing as the professor with more tenure winning. While that meant fewer arguments, it also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be.
I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought.
Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject.
That's what happens when you shove a sunflower directly into your face and breathe for too long.
It's true.
Yeah,
thanks.
thanks, Junie.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7.
That's it? You didn't go anywhere else?
No, nowhere else.
If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's gotta be hiding something else.
Junie, do you remember this picture?
Yeah, but something's wrong here.
Wrong? What's wrong?
I took this picture at around 6 p.m., which was when I left the art room.
Athena.
The clock here says it's just after 7. Sorry, I was looking at the clock.
It does. Interesting.
By 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time. So there's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture.
I guess we'd better go check the art room.
See if the clock is slow or something, yeah.
Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder.
Okay, if we have just one last question, is there anything I want to present before it'll probably... Let's see about...
That was just a prop! To think it would become an actual murder weapon.
The killer is trying to make this case look exactly like your script. That's why this all was used like that.
But why would anyone do that?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. I wonder if Junie has her suspicions but is afraid to share them with me.
Interesting.
Athena, you know it's against school rules for you to show things you have in your possession. As student council president, I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate that. Hand it over, please.
But this is
through the glass?
important evidence! Yeah, just smacks a palm on the glass.
Oh, well, then I guess we can make the exception just this once.
Wow, she's one tough Law and Order type president, all right?
I
wish the mock trial had ended better than it did.
Yeah, but to have 3 good friends all play leading roles?
But why would anyone do all that? Nice. Frozen Pepsi for dessert, watered down Pepsi for breakfast, Pepsi boiled into a syrup for dinner. Jesus fucking
yum, yum,
Christ.
yum. Toilet wine Pepsi, yum yum yum.
Toilet
Yay!
wine, Pepsi.
Honestly, if they're running out of ideas.
Toilet wine, Pepsi product, toilet wine, Pepsi. Anyways.
I want to die.
Well, you will if you drink Pepsi toilet wine. It's pretty amazing if you think about it.
I've heard of
That's-
worse ways.
True. And it's thanks to the strength of our friendship. There's nothing we can't do if we help and support each other.
I don't know. Is that really the issue here? But whenever I bring it up...
Yes, that's what it's about. The friendship between the 3 of us is absolute. Stop questioning it.
Athena, it's obvious that they're friends, so let's just leave it at that.
Okay,
right?
no, that's right.
Stop
Apollo
bringing it up.
Apollo is 1 straight and 2 trying to let us know to drop this.
Yes, I know that, but her words seem kind of forced.
No, but she's lying, and there's no good reason for her to lie, so I'm just going to keep pressing her until she tells me the truth, no matter what the consequences are.
Yeah, how'd that work out with Robin?
It was great.
Was it?
On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh.
Yeah, I did.
I think this is her flashback.
Mm-hmm.
At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask?
That's my best friend.
That's my best bud. He sounds so annoying.
She suddenly went silent. She was always terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6 p.m.? All right, I won't press the matter any further.
Oh, now you learn. Now you learn.
Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder?
Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30?
Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place.
That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished.
Oh, right. The statues that Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets? Junie, are you okay?
Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all.
Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Maines, I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case.
Thanks, man.
But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off.
Junie and Professor Means, I have a
Hello.
proposal.
A proposal?
Wait, this isn't another one of your crazy...
By sundown today,
Good start.
Yes?
I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice,
Don't fool me, man!
we're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery.
Okay, the fact that you're calling a real murder a murder mystery is not giving me a lot of confidence.
And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what the truth is.
I see. So it has come to this, has it?
Pulls out a gun.
If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal?
Wait, so you drag my name into it
And I trust
then
that's okay with you,
ignore me?
too? Professor Means.
No, I get the credit. You do the work.
No. Apollo, hush. I need to make sure Professor Means is okay with this.
Oh,
That's a good point.
oh, God, it's Phoenix all over again. I have no objections, as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement, of course.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I think Means is 50-50 on Juniper right now. On she will either be an excellent judge who will get the results that are quote-unquote needed, or she is someone who is going to be too caught up on the whole truth angle of this, and she should be out of the school here. I think he's probably sincere when he says he's fine with this. Like, either she'll get convicted and expelled because she cared too much about the truth, and I think she did it, or
And then that's
whoever
dealt with.
actually did it.
Yep.
Or I cover this up for her, and then now I have leverage for her for being a judge in the future. I think he's sincere about saying that he's fine with this.
Okay. But only if it's the real truth.
Have a look at this bloody ace card. No, no, don't do it. No, hey, no, no, Phoenix, stop it.
I'm sorry to put you through this, Thena, but thank you. I've been thinking of only myself this whole time.
Junie, it's way too early to thank me. But you can thank me all but you can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this. I'm not panicking.
Very well. I will see you back here at sundown.
Aristotle isn't the one with the sun chariot, is right?
What?
The god, as in the god.
No,
the god
I don't think
Aristotle.
it's Aristotle. I think
It's one of those A ones.
It's
one of
Apollo!
those a-holes.
It's Oh, it actually is Apollo. That's great. Shit.
Aristotle and his sun chariot.
It's one of those A ones. I didn't remember which.
One of the a-holes, yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem to mind.
God. All right, back at sundown.
I'm still waiting for Willem Dafoe's Megamind.
Isn't Aristotle a professor or a philosopher?
Yes. Like a real person.
He's a real fucking dude.
Penny would slap me if she was here.
You would have
Holy-
exploded.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Okay. If all I'm going to say before we move on, if Aristotle has Apollo's sun chariot, what does Diogenes have?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. For the record, I do know who Aristotle is. I did briefly brain fart, and Diogenes absolutely is bringing a unicycle to that bitch, and arguing, behold, a basket on a unicycle. This is a chariot. No, a wheeled carriage. I'm gonna beat your ass, Diogenes, you piece of shit.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I think you've just started writing an anime without trying.
Oh, please, yes.
I'd watch it. I'd absolutely watch the shit out of it.
Diogenes has a chicken without any feathers. Yes, that's what we're referencing.
Yes, exactly.
Behold. Okay, for those of you who don't know, one of today's lucky 10,000, Aristotle at one point said something to the effect of a man is a featherless bipedal creature. I think there were a couple of other requirements there too, but Diogenes thought
it was Plato.
Oh, sorry, Plato. Excuse me. Yes,
It
thank
was
you.
Plato who asserted that man was a featherless biped, and Diogenes immediately grabbed a plucked chicken, slammed it on the table, and said, "Behold, a man!"
This really happened. This is a real
That's
thing
how
that
everyone's
happened.
recruited at the Phoenix Wright Anything Agency.
Yeah,
History is fucking amazing.
you remove the feathers from the boy and behold a man.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry for all the trouble. Did you read this line?
No, not yet. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, and I admit I apologize for the delay in response. I had a very funny thought. I'm not gonna say it though.
Apologize. Like your name.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, don't be silly. I found it very entertaining. Also, I find it all rather thrilling. Now, let us meet here again later.
Okay, if you'll excuse me, I better go back to jail.
Okay. See you later. Holy shit, Apollo. You gonna help? Wait, who's flash? Oh god, it's probably mine.
Boy, if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you worked on so hard to gain?
This is not the time to be thinking about that.
It was Diogenes who told Alexander the Great to, quote, get out of his light. After Alexander the Great specifically went out to speak to him, Alexander was overall cool with the whole exchange. Holy shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this man's a legend.
Diogenes was the equivalent of a shit poster in ancient times. Jesus
Yes,
fuck.
he was.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Apollo, help me find the truth by sundown.
That's great.
So,
Only the 3 mock trial participants could have moved the body before it started. That's why the killer must be Robin, Hugh, or Juniper.
Gotta expand your thinking.
right, and that means at least one of them is lying.
However, that is true because someone moved the body, and they have not. None of them have copped to being the individual moved the body. They've all copped
Well,
to being the killer,
and-
which at least 2 of them are lying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, unless several of them were complicit, at least 2 of them are lying because probably only one of them did the murder, if any of them did the murder.
Exactly. My personal theory is that all 3 of them stumbled across the body. All 3 of them have suspicions that one of the other people might have done the murder, and all 3 of them are helping each other try to cover this up, which is why none of them are revealing who moved the body, because it was all of them. That is my current theory. I might be completely off base, so I'm not going to go forward with the assumption that's true. I am just going to see what's ahead of us.
We shall see.
To make matters worse, I have a feeling each one of them is hiding some form of secret.
We'll have to bring it all to light. I'm not looking forward to it, but it has to be done.
Oh, sure, this is the one you don't look forward to. You look forward to outing Robin, but you don't look.
No, yeah, that
forward
was a
to
grand
others.
old time.
Oh goddamn! Oh goddamn!
That was all like psychology and emotions. This is all like law books and stuff. I don't.
Hey, do you think they fixed her ID yet? Jesus. Oh, God, that felt so bad saying.
Oh,
This is all
goddamn.
nerd work, Apollo. That's your job. I'm not the nerd, Apollo.
Today's trial focused on the day of the crime and the actions of those involved.
Yeah, like when the voice was recorded and who went to the art room and when. If we analyze the info we have, we should be able to ID the killer. There's no lead in these legs. I've been training for a day like this. Okay, I'm Mark. Ready, set?
No running for me. I'm done trying to keep up with you.
Get on my back, Apollo.
Apollo, you bitch.
It's the most Maya joke I've ever made about a thing.
Hang on. I have such a clear visual in my head that the game has gifted us. I just have to time this right. I have to get while he's blinking.
You gonna? Oh,
Well, he's blinking a lot.
I'm trying to get a screen grab. God damn it.
You want eyes
Dude,
open,
dude,
eyes closed?
Dude. I want his eyes like almost all the way closed.
Wow, you found a new minigame.
Found it! Yes, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is so funny. It looks exactly like I was hoping it would. New thing for the collage. Okay. I will add it on and then we will keep rolling. Where is the collage? Oh god, this is what happens when I reset everything on my goddamn computer. That's the old collage, Dual Destinies collage. There it is.
You got it.
Okay, yeah, this could honestly just be its own fucking block here. Yeah, perfect. I'm glad y'all convinced me to do the collage again. It's absolutely worth it.
It is.
Absolutely, that's art. That's culture.
Okay, and then we turn the transparency down to match. And then flatten and save. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's a Merry Christmas. That's a Merry fucking Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Apollo, help! Help, Apollo! He's like already furious with us. Any ideas? I knew you were gonna ask me that. Alright, well, I guess we should just go back to the school.
Time to do our jobs. Well, actually, again, not our job. This is technically
Let's head
detective
to
work.
let's head to the outdoor stage because that's where the body was found.
Yeah.
True.
It's a good place to start.
The menu item was an essential part of the piece. If you're back on the menu, Shin won't be obscured. Yeah, see, I was thinking about taking that screenshot of that originally because the Blink sprite was funny, but then when I saw it kept going on the Any Ideas screen, I was just, it's so good.
So much better.
So.
Well, yeah.
What?
Is it my imagination, or did something just move?
Oh, Christ. Afternoon, you two.
Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just a little suspicious?
This is not one of the schools I am banned from. I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence.
You're banned from schools?
He kept trying to sell his own merch to the students.
I was gonna say,
Not
not for
even
the,
anything particularly illegal. It's just
not for
pathetic.
the reasons you're thinking. It was the merch.
No one wants to buy my signed Polaroids.
I thought it was the merch.
I tried
You
selling.
think my opinion of you was that low?
I tried selling Polaroids, which are pictures of many polo shirts that I own but do not wear. They did not. The kids didn't like it. I got kicked out. They made fun of me.
They said we want cool poses and outfits, and I said you have to pay extra for that on my fan app, and then they all got mad.
Oh, gaff.in. Oh, fuck. Anyways.
I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial.
This is a good stream.
And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand?
I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you needn't have asked, Fraulein. I intended to help you from the start.
You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin.
Hang on, why does it feel like you're the one controlling me in the situation?
I'm just so confused. If you can show me around the whole crime scene. Okay, I'm for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday. Clavier's dumbass is gonna show it all to us.
Alright, let's talk about the stage real quick.
Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you?
I can't get over how bad Clavier's model looks in this game. He looks like that one Roblox smirk face. I think it's bad on purpose. I really do think he's supposed to look schlubby. Like,
It really is giving, like, Barbie computer game to me, so I can't hate it on nostalgic principle, but I can recognize it's objectively not amazing.
if any of y'all in the chat, I know some of you have, played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, you see the way that engine renders white people? That's kind of a little bit of what's going on here, of like, is this what we look like to the rest of the world? Because damn, but fair.
Gavin's also not in his glory days right now, you know? He's playing high school auditoriums, you know? High schools that, some of which he's banned from. Like, this is a high school that'll take him.
I
University,
forgot
whatever.
that was the reward for winning the trial, so he's not even gonna get to do that. He's
Yeah.
not even, like, the...
Yeah.
the
Probably means he's
one...
not getting paid either. So he's probably like, fuck it, I'll help you.
I got nothing to do. Oh, anyways. That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeve to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. They would have looked like this.
Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's the design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem.
No, it's a G for Gavin. Not a 6. No, stop saying that. No. Oh my God!
Number
Yes,
6?
yes.
It looks like it's in serious pain or something. Really, Athena, truly.
That's so creative. What a creative insult! Holy shit! I've never
What's
seen
with
a
this
number.
stupid goth nerd bullshit?
I've never seen a number look in pain before. Wow.
Or today.
That number looks like it needs intervention.
Oh, holy shit! That's brutal.
Wow. Athena Ixnay on the Ixay, alright?
Oh, you know, your problem is you're too much of a people pleaser. You're too much of a people pleaser.
And
I'm
you're too
literally a
little of one.
prosecutor.
God. Holy shit, sorry, I can't stop laughing. That's the Gavanier's logo, Fraulein. Oh, a nice pig Latin air forehead, real fucking smooth. Yeah, no, I speak many languages. That, pig Latin, ing German.
Oh, and it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. So hard it gets existentially depressed about its place in the universe. And that's why it's sad. But like, hot trash a hotel room's sad.
No, it's fine. I know, listen, I heard the words you said. It's chill. It's a G for Gaviniers, not a 6. But fucking, you're hot, and how old are you? 18? Okay, fine. I guess I'm like this now, sure.
So where the hell's the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage.
At least Dave Grohl had the fucking earnesty to have an affair with a woman in her late 30s.
It's about integrity.
Exactly.
The bar for rock stars is so fucking low, man.
It's truly in hell. Or at a
Of
school
course, it's in
festival.
America.
Listen, it was an important part of the show, but the school managed to fuck it up somehow. It's a pity. We had it specially made with a heavyweight high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are plenty of mysteries to be solved, yeah?
Think of it. One of the broken statues was of Professor Gavin. Professor Gavin, do you have any enemies?
Oh, we can't look. Okay. So yeah, we can only talk right now.
Yeah, talk to him first.
As you can see, I was worried he might leave before we could get more conversation if I went through all this conversation first, but now we're good. As you can see here in the stage plans, right here we have the statue of me, rocking it, popping it, locking it. I noticed they cut it off right at my dick, and I'm not sure how to feel about that, but okay.
It was an artistic choice. Don't worry about it.
And over here, a Wright statue, cut off right at his vagina. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you, a forehead.
His famous rival, Phoenix Wright.
What did I ever do to you?
Bully Apollo? It's my job! Actually, this statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put them back together? Maybe we'll learn something new?
Bullying Apollo has been my job since before you were in law school, you little shit.
Yeah, you remember how you convicted my brother of murder? He deserved it, but it certainly hurt. Okay, picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star. Oh, that sounds like my career. That's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song somewhere in there. Yeah, bud. Yeah.
There's been a lot of songs about picking up a broken rock star.
No, it's great. Unforgivable, part 7. It's good. It's fantastic.
You know what? If you want to take the reins from Metallica, I support that.
Unforgivable.
Can't do worse than them.
Unforgivable.
Let's do this. Schnell.
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 Chanel.
Do this. You're so smart, Clavier.
Is this an investigation, or am I interrupting a German language club social event?
That would be like hearing a Redditor say le and go, oh, some French now, huh? Like, Jesus Christ, Apollo. Oh my god.
He's saying that both of their Germans are terrible.
Okay, we should deal.
We should focus on Scuttlebutt.
Wait. Oh, you don't think this weird box is...
Hands off.
I knew it. I know that voice
Can we
anywhere.
kick the box?
Just ignore it. I mean, it's made its wishes loud and clear, like all boxes do.
Athena pronounces Schnell like Chanel. Got it. Yes.
Chanel.
Chanel.
So this is the future of cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh?
Wait, so that's it? We really just can't, huh?
Well, respect the box's wishes. And also our wishes, because if we didn't respect the box's wishes, we'd have to listen to the girl in the box. And that's labor.
Worse. Put a heavier box on top of it. Oh no! Like when we put Goldie in gay baby jail by putting a laundry basket on top of him when he fights with lightning too much. No.
We do that.
67th? Wow, this school goes way back. Oh, look. The text on the sign isn't written, it's embroidered. And there's a warning in even smaller embroidery.
This chemical is known by the state of Japanifornia to cause cancer.
Embroidered sign lovingly crafted by the Handicrafts Club. Keep dry.
Okay, interesting. Because they also made a point of the other banners got fucked up too. Maybe they got wet somehow if they were made by the same
It's
club.
likely that they were all made by the same club, yeah. But the sign is outside. What happens if it rains? Stupid children don't even think of that. It's a bit too far away to get a good look. Maybe we should try a different angle?
Okay, that's right. We can. Woo! Fucking.
Oh, we get
okay.
a good look at the back of the box.
It's
That's nice.
spray cleaner. Put the past clean. Scrub the past clean or something like that. Brute force. Brute force cleaner, and that is SpongeBob SquarePants down there. There he is.
For sure. He's the school's janitor, actually.
I would believe that Tom Kenny would be a school janitor if it wasn't for SpongeBob SquarePants.
The body's gone. All that's left is the white outline. I never knew Professor Court personally, but seeing her reduced to a white outline leaves me cold inside.
Genuinely disturbing.
But in a way, she still lives on in the messages she left behind. Like the strange way her body was posed, and the signs her wrist being bound. You're
Wait, what?
right! Me? Let's use her final messages to...
No, that was...
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I
that was
realized as I
Apollo.
reading it.
Yeah, that was all Apollo.
You're so right, me. Let's use her final messages to catch her killer.
Sure. I'm glad I said all that.
She just was staring deep into Apollo's eyes.
The whole time looking him dead in the eye.
You're
Giving
so
him
right,
the-
Apollo.
Giving him the Apollo stare.
Yes!
She's learning from the best. Wow, they built a witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. Oh, but I think they're still working on it. Let's see what this notice says. Caution! Pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care.
What the fuck? For
Hey,
what?
Apollo! You mean this thing spins?
Why? Why would you need that?
Fashion show. Fashion show. Show off your judge robes. Fashion show.
Okay, unless that becomes an actual point in the trial, I have to assume that's a joke about how when the camera in the older games would cut out, the witness stand would be facing whatever direction the camera was. I
possibly, yeah.
have to assume if this is not actually relevant in some way, that's just an in joke about, isn't it funny how the witness stand like rapidly turns around between camera angles?
The winner of the mock trial was to take the training seminar right here.
You mean Hugh or Rob?
Yeah. Besides Junie, they're the only ones who could move freely around the campus. Before the mock trial. That means one of them must be the killer.
But that's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk with Juniper one more time and persuade her to give us a name.
Gavin, fine.
Right. And that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose. Ugh, but we can't rush either. Efficiency is the key. Why did I set a deadline?
Okay. Why did I say sundown and not like an actual hour? God
I'm
damn
a
it.
fucking cowboy.
Okay, so... It's interesting that a piece wound up all the way over there.
Found one. piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Beautiful.
Oh my god. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster of Paris?
Yeah. It looks like there are other large pieces scattered about.
Okay, let's find what we can.
Purple fragment. If you say so.
Looks more maroon to me.
Yeah, it's either
lives in the
brown
purple
or
family.
red, depending on where it is for me.
It's a copy of the school paper with that story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this stuff.
He's more popular than you think.
What was that? I thought I
Whoa.
Oh no,
heard
oh
something
no.
just now. Where could that voice have coming from?
Whew. Discord almost fully quit for
Yeah.
a second there, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
she will not silence
t-
me. She
it was-
will not silence
It was.
me.
What was that? I thought I heard.
Yeah, it was so scary. You're just hearing things. It was nothing more than a trick. That was just your ears playing a trick on you. Wow, that was almost like actually scary. I jumped a little bit. Found another piece of the statue.
White fragment.
Interesting.
Yeah, there might be a third statue worth of broken material here.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. It could be from inside the statue, but it probably is more likely that it's from another one. Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this?
I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release.
Apollo is seething that it couldn't have been him.
You want to. There are easier ways to say that you want to smash me in the forehead, okay?
What? No! I just feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her.
Oh, you got it. Let's check every corner of the stage then, yeah.
Javier, it kind of seems like you're not doing a whole lot of checking stuff. It seems kind of like you're standing by and doing like occasional color commentary.
No, I found a cool box to just like
Hey,
vibe
look on the,
He's just sitting on it.
Oh, right you are. Right, yep. Thank you. I would not have noticed
Big
that otherwise.
chunk. Found another piece of the statue.
but there should still be some more.
It's the usual. It's the same line every time. Ah, they become fragments, plural. I see. So let's change angles. Okay, so there's Phoenix's shattered
there's one.
pride. There's one there too.
Sorry, that wasn't very helpful. Found another piece of the statue. No stones unturned.
Hashtag no stones unturns. See
So
if
we gotta
can-
get all the Apollos too. Or not Apollos, goddammit, all the Phoenixes. I don't know, this is fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom?
Personally, I think it is breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Fraulein? And the waning crescent moon representing the maximum 3-day trial cycle.
3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined.
No, I don't consider that because people have always done that for me to the point where my hair is just fried and like this. If I take a shower, I don't know what I will do.
But besides, I have a law boy to stand on top of my head to keep the rain from falling down.
A useful little law boy.
Looks like another piece of that statue.
Thanks, Apollo. This makes 5 pieces in all.
I think we have all we're going to find.
Okay, let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered.
I think you might want to rewind that. Alright, you're right. Let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin got smashed.
Much better.
Much better. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around.
Yeah, let's see if we can put the statue back together.
All right, Apollo. You come over here, and Prosecutor Gavin, if you could hold this.
Oh, is this not a minigame?
No, sadly.
It feels like it was intended to be a minigame.
We even got rid of all the seams.
We
Damn.
did it! Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? We put the statue back together, but look, what's with all these leftover white pieces?
These look like they go together. And this one too.
Athena, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. I'm having such a good time, Apollo.
Is that a reference to something? I don't listen to much music.
God damn it.
What?
The scales of justice.
So, the hell is this?
It's the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite a feat you pulled off there, Fraulein.
From 3 pieces of stone? Well, I love the feeling you get after you work really hard on something.
No. Oh, okay. I know who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here.
Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Are we just not going to repair phoenixes, by the way? Because I'm okay with that.
There's no bodies over there. It's fine.
Why would we?
This is the same statue, though, it seems, from that photograph in the art room? Whatever it was? That classroom photograph?
In the art room, correct.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's just all messed up.
It was an abstract.
Yes, it is all messed up.
Was it an abstract piece, or was it someone who did not have artistic tendencies trying to put back together something which was shattered in the room? Or was this on purpose? Because I really do actually think it could be either way. Because that might...
Yeah.
It might be supposed to be this is a deconstructed statue to show that justice has become warped. But it could also be someone didn't know what it was and tried putting it back together after they broke it, and we were the ones who put it back together, right?
Broke it.
Lady Justice. No one knows where the statue came from.
The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. I don't like that.
At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep looking for clues.
I've been wondering about something this whole time.
Is this the third trial that involves putting art back together? I think this is what happens when you have a lot of artists who are also writers on your thing. They'll lean towards these certain things they're used to.
Probably.
You know that pull at the edge of the stage?
I have more to say about that, but let me fucking ban this person first, and then we can talk about it.
Oops. That was my lip balm.
Point. But I also think that art, because it is very subjective, if it's good or not, and ownership of it is already fraught, art lends itself really well to mystery trials because it introduces something which is harder to prove with fact. Like, it introduces abstract value to a thing of someone would have to know this is valuable, someone would have to recognize it. Like, there's so many different complex elements you can introduce through the lens of, well, this is an artist or this is art, so this otherwise very benign thing is actually quite important.
Or even like the way we put together that evidence again, where we put it together correctly, air quotes.
Yes.
But like that doesn't necessarily mean it's the way that it was before. That doesn't mean we've reconstructed it correctly.
We have put the pieces together where they fit together, but that does not necessarily mean that's where they were supposed to have gone. So there's still a layer of deniability here if we've done this correctly. It's not just another solved problem.
Yep.
But anyways.
Interesting.
So the pulled stage.
That one.
You mean this? It has a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere.
Thanks, Apollo.
Happy to help.
Oh! For the banner, presumably.
Perhaps that's the window where the statue and the chain was?
An impressive building fit for an impressive school.
So that's the art room up there, then.
Yeah, and these beautiful walls are like a big blank canvas. See, my shoe prints leave really distinct
Oh my
marks.
fucking god, Athena, that's so funny.
Hey, get that out before you get us in trouble.
Also, definitely, I was trying to inspect the building and not the banner. Definitely.
I wonder
Why did you want to check the banner?
So,
I wonder if the statue, which had like a chain on it, as a part of it, as a feature, if that was hooked onto here in a bag with the body, so the body could just sort of like on a little pulley system, just like, or even just with gravity, ride all the way down and then fall once it
let's
comes.
check the picture again to see.
You see what I mean? Because there's like
I want to see.
a chain thing behind there too. Real technical term.
Oh yeah,
there,
no, but this is the same room we're seeing from the different
Yes.
angle. Yeah, and the statue is up here while she's still alive. I think there is a good chance that the statue was intended to be moved down with this whole pulley system as well, and something
Is that why
fucked up
the
when they
other
moved
statues
body.
were broken too? Was because this broken statue, if it was there on its own, would be suspicious, or if it broke the Clavier statue when it fell, would be suspicious because it would stand out. But if you smash all the statues, the bits get mixed up, so you wouldn't necessarily notice.
Do you know what else it also? I can't really show you the area right now, but if just the Clavier statue is broken, it shows a path of motion.
Yes.
It shows where the body came from because the body would have
Yes, that's
swung
right.
down and then exactly. So
Exactly.
you break up
So
all
you have
three,
to break the Phoenix one, so that way you cause enough confusion as to why were all of the statues broken, not
as opposed
why
to that one. Yep, you're completely right. Yep.
Yeah. Why did this one at the end of a pulley system break?
This wire is for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked.
Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it was out of place.
The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there.
That's the art room over there, as in the scene of the crime.
Bingo, Fraulein. It is still crawling with cops, though.
Hey, anyone in the art room?
Oh my fucking god.
Thank God.
Oh, it's you people! Injustice for justice! Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, it's Detective Fulbright. Injustice we justice.
Is that some kind of greeting between you two?
Shut up, Clavier. Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there?
Oh, you want me to tamper with evidence? Of course, just leave it to me.
God, she's iconic.
How's that?
Thanks, Detective. Injustice we justice.
Always glad to help. Injustice for justice. Jesus Christ.
So long.
Okay, what is this form of communication you have? What is happening?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Did they use the banner to move the body?
Well, looks like the banner's down now. Let's take a look.
Because that looks
It's
tied
entirely
up.
possible, or at least a banner, like something that could slide down there. We also still have the confusing evidence of the wrists being tied together, which originally I had thought maybe meant the body could slide down on it, slide down the rope system, but
It
if
still
it was
could
wrapped
be
up, it
something
wouldn't-
like... Well, it might be a little column A, a little column B. We'll see.
yeah.
Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind.
An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage.
Jesus.
Look at this. The bottom part is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it.
Jeez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day.
So, this banner is technically too far along currently. That's not a problem, but we have, like, this would normally be further over to the right, which means...
Is that Stain?
Yeah,
that staying on the bottom left?
I wanted to point out because I didn't know if Sheri would be able to
Yep.
see it with...
Yeah,
their-
so your
with
exact
their
color
blind
blindness.
eye.
There's a
But yeah,
spot in the
there's
bottom of...
At the
There's
top?
a
Or the bottom,
dark-
so.
Yeah, at the bottom. Right. It
Oh,
is
okay,
directly
okay.
to the left
Yeah,
of the sigil.
If you can see that, it's just a little bit darker. It is the same color. It's just a little bit darker.
I see the spot. I didn't recognize that as supposed to be stand out, but I think I see what you're talking about. It's like kind of like an L shape, like a soft L shape to the bottom
Yeah,
left
it's like a
of the...
rectangle sort of
Yeah,
thing.
okay, yeah, we're seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Nina, there are some things that that have to yield to forces beyond themselves.
Big D taught me that.
What a cruel world we live in.
What the fuck?
Hey, a scrap of paper
Oh.
was brought up inside. That shit, it's blowing away!
Hue
October
120.
Hue 120. I got it! Yes! Great catch, huh?
October Hue 120.
Looks like some kind of note.
Room.
What does
room,
it say?
Room 120.
Oh.
October Hue 120. The hell's that supposed to mean?
A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100's a perfect score.
I don't see how even Hue can get beyond perfect.
Fraulein, shall we inspect the banner again now that it has been unraveled? Hue scrap.
If that is for a meeting, it is interesting to write October and a room number, but not having kind of a date or time.
That's a good point, but also it could be part of a second page of
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
as a
There's
matter of
definitely
fact,
some missing context, at least.
We don't see a torn page there, though, so...
No. It is from that book, though. That is...
Yeah, it's definitely from the same book, but...
Yeah.
Actually, okay, if we see October Hue 120 there, and then look at this, is there anywhere that fits in?
Yeah, because these are all written by day rather than month. Can we look at the handwriting one more time, too?
Sure.
I think it was the same, but...
Wait,
I think
hang
so.
on. October Hue 120, that looks similar, but is the ink color different? No, it's the same.
No, it's the same, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think it's supposed to be the same handwriting. I see.
I'm
this is-
assuming that would be for the 23rd, but then there's also one for... No, 22nd isn't an appointment. 23rd has appointment written down.
I also...
That report yesterday.
I think
Interesting.
it's worth noting that at first she starts with Hugh O'Connor and then shortens it to Hugh afterwards, which would imply that this one that we're seeing would be written after these other entries in her
Yes.
journal rather than prior.
Well, I also wonder if, like... I know they joked about a score, but, like, if he was possibly cheating...
If you got more than a perfect score, you shouldn't have been able to.
Yeah.
We'll
Just
see.
one of many theories. This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform.
It might be taken from a different notebook entirely, since it looks like one of those promo notebooks, but it has the same symbol on the page.
Yeah,
is what we're
it's
thinking.
got that
It's
same
the
dagger
sword.
thing as her personal one.
Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red
You're
material,
telling me.
but look. There's a
Okay, I can
dark
see it
red
there.
stain here. Just under the because they changed the banner color to make it more visible.
Yeah. This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. And it's suspiciously blood-colored.
Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. You thinking what I'm thinking?
This stain might be from the victim's blood.
Oh, that sounds better.
Apollo?
Don't worry about it. Statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright, honestly.
The goddess bearing the scales and swords. She is a symbol of fairness and strength.
But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one.
She grabs the stone sword.
Whoa, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fighting for when we find our culprit.
There's a whole lot of poking around in such a short time.
We really aren't gonna fix Phoenix's statue. That's so funny.
Why would we? Fuck him. Does that mean you're satisfied?
Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there behind the broken Phoenix statue?
That we're not repairing.
There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place.
It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up, but they were never able to finish on account of, the murder.
We should take a look if you think it could be important.
This track looks man-made.
You're right. And it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop.
Maybe a big muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there?
What the fuck?
Sorry, this is a specific phobia of mine.
Okay. We'll never know until we take a look.
Clear. Looks like somebody was being dragged through here, and this is where it started.
Sorry, it's like...
Do you want to talk about it?
No, it's just like... I had this one uncle who thought like he could shock therapy people by like dressing like a pro wrestler, and like he wasn't a pro wrestler. It's different. He worked at the local convenience store, but like he would just hide behind things, and he would jump out, and it'd be scary.
You know what?
It
I'm not
happened
gonna be
again.
a therapist today.
Uncle Mudslide. You can't, Uncle Mudslide. No, you're gonna scare the children, Uncle Mudslide.
That's
Anyways.
how they learn.
Yeah, but whatever it is, it's gone now.
Was she dropped behind the stage and then dragged into the front, potentially?
Or if
Yeah?
I was gonna say if the big statue was moved, but that doesn't make sense. The big statue probably came from up in the art room. The Goddess of Justice statue.
Yeah. But perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival.
Oh, but I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important.
What the fuck, Athena?
Well, that's about it for the stage.
Right. I think we'd better search the art room next.
I think I'll hang around here for a little while. But be sure to tell me once you find it, yeah?
Find what?
I don't know, the truth or whatever.
Fucking... No. What? No, I don't give... Look, I'm not involved in this trial. That girl can go to jail. I'm talking about that banner, that sick-ass banner that cannot get wet. I need that shit, okay? I need that shit. If you find it, it disappeared.
That's
You'll never-
$30 I'm not getting back, Apollo.
Listen, Etsy customer support has been dicking me on this, so, never know, it might be connected to the case.
Really? Or does he just want his banner back?
Don't tell me. So in short, that...
Hey.
That box just scuttled off.
I have a pretty good idea of who that is, as I suspect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us.
Maintenance area is over in that direction. After that box...
Okay, so we are chasing after her. I was gonna say, like, no, this is an obvious and clear danger.
Do you have your lighter on you, Phoenix? Apollo.
Phoenix isn't here.
God damn it. I called Phoenix
No,
Apollo.
but I have a sun chariot. Is that fine? I can run her over.
Oh my
I
god.
got it from Aristotle.
Miriam,
Alone.
you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here.
I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away.
Middle Gear, Scuttlebutt. This is now a school for legal professors, professionals, and wrestlers. Hell yeah.
And- Honestly, a freak who hides in a box could be a very fun pro wrestler character.
Danger. Toxic. Holy
did you change
shit.
boxes?
No,
I'm
it's
not
this
gonna
is
look.
this is a rotated angle on the same box, I think, but it is good.
I think it is a different box because we fucked up the other one.
Oh my
It
god.
doesn't matter anymore. I was a complete failure in court today.
She's gonna get so fucked up off the fumes from this thing.
My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone.
You know that cat's gonna find this box and want inside.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is her flashback of Athena.
No!
Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter?
And that's exactly.
Perfect time to disconnect.
It kicked me out.
Yeah, it kicked me out too.
It's because I changed server region because
Okay.
because it
It
was
was-
corrupting so hard.
Yes, but it was literally perfectly timed as Scuttlebutt was unboxed for a second. So that was
Scuttlebutt
the
unboxing.
longest look we got to her.
In her own memory, anytime she's outside of the box is deafening silence.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. Did you read this?
Not yet. Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme.
What?
Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of cheap paper mache.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but
This is worse.
that's
Worse.
is that an anglicization of paper mache I just haven't seen before? Because isn't there usually an accent? Because right now, as far as I'm reading, that's paper
Paper
mach,
mac.
baby.
Maybe much.
Muchy paper mache.
Paper Mac.
Paper Mac. I love Lil Mac's little brother, Paper Mac.
Oh, I was thinking of a Paper Mario game, but for Little Mac.
God, yes, punch out
Which-
paper.
Which would be the single best idea that Nintendo could do, so it's never gonna happen.
You know what it would be called? Hole punch.
Perfect.
Hole punch.
Yes!
Hole
No,
punch.
that's a
Perfect.
great idea. It's never happening. And I'm gonna be depressed for the rest of my life, knowing that we could have had this.
Kinda feel responsible for this, but
Now's a chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable.
Oh no,
That's why
Apollo's
we're
learning.
Let's get the
Apollo's
shit out of her while she's down.
learning from Athena.
I bet that's what you were thinking.
what kind of person do you think I am?
I think I have an accurate read on you. Yes.
I've spent 3 days with you. I know exactly who you are.
Oh my fuck.
Look how far it's gotten us.
Oh my
Look
god.
at me like,
Like a
look.
Oh, that's an Austin don't make jokes.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Scuttling,
fair because I know what's coming. I did forget that. I remember the main plot beats.
That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that?
Take a look at this.
So it's not that the embroidery fails if it gets wet. The whole fucking thing disintegrates.
That's just made of tissue paper, baby. That's straight up made
Is
of
it-
tissue.
Is it
Oh,
actually?
Gavin's gonna be so sad. Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag?
Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's that fucked up 6 logo there.
So this is the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up.
How'd it burn up in the rain?
Oh, it was an
Don't look
incinerator.
at me. I just
Okay.
happened to find it in the incinerator.
Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn her box? That's why she has a new one?
Probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose.
Hey. I'm gonna say in good faith the thing that happened is she went to the incinerator to find another box to take. And not that either A, Blackwell did try to murder this child, or B, this child's like, oh, I must throw myself into the incinerator like the companion cube, boink, and just fucking like, and then while in there, like, oh hey, some evidence. Okay, maybe I won't kill myself today. Jesus Christ, the school needs to be shut down.
Personally, I think it was all of them.
Yeah, I think he took the box and she was running and screaming. Yeah.
No, I think she went in there to immolate herself, and she got Black Quill to come along and turn on the incinerator for her. And while she was in it, she found this and jumped out. Black Quill was already gone. He hit the button and walked.
He took the box before he left and threw it in, and that's why she doesn't have a charred box. She has a new box.
Oh. Kid, either you get out of the box or you go in the incinerator. I'm counting to 3.
I'm on death row. I don't give a shit which one it is.
Should probably try to find this out.
Yeah. I read that
Yeah,
one.
this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo.
Alright, and for your sake, swear.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. We absolutely need to.
If you want to give me a present, slip it through a hole in my box. Or if it's too big, you can open the top and give me it that way. So which way is it gonna be?
Either way creeps me out.
Okay, is there anything actually worth presenting to her? I'm gonna take a swing and say probably not, but I am just checking.
Did she take this photo? Or
That's
is it just,
my
like, a
suspicion,
photo?
is that she took this photo.
I guess
but-
anyone could have taken a photo, but I wasn't sure if this was like supposed to be a yearbook photo or whatever.
I do like the idea that Woods is like, yeah, I don't know, it was just some girl who took that photo, but the box chick came by later. Unrelated. Alright. Anyways, your suicidal depression.
Miriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said that you were a failure as a reporter.
Too late. I have already decided journalism isn't for me.
No, stop, come back.
The last step is
here.
to erase all the photos on my PC. I'm really gonna do it. Here goes.
Is she using a fucking Windows 95 machine? What the fuck? Listen to that.
Yeah.
5%, 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain.
Shouldn't we stop her, Athena?
Apollo, all that data can be recovered. All that putting it in the trash does is give the computer permission to overwrite it with new files, which she's not going to do in this time. We can recover that just fine. Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay?
You didn't mean it? Ding! Oh no, my photo stop canceled. Abort.
Did you stop it in time?
That PC isn't the source of the noises, she's just making them with her mouth. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that you were a failure of a reporter without psychoanalyzing you in front of everyone and revealing your deepest, darkest secrets in front of the court first. God.
Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left.
What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna help her publish a new paper. It's called Heartwarming Story, Mass Surveillance State of School Finally Aborted, Final 2 Pictures Thrown into Incinerator in Honor. It's great. It's gonna be a great piece.
I know. Your photo technique.
How the fuck is she getting the photos off of that camera onto a computer? There's no way this lady knows what Firewire is. That camera does not have Bluetooth.
Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in our hearts.
Ooh, Athena, that was cringe.
I'm just gonna get a screenshot of this whole thing. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I just want to have this on standby.
This makes me cringe.
Yeah, that one's going in the cringe collection. There, yeah, just to have that on standby.
Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the three of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it.
Thanks. Do you want to know the prompt that I used?
The prompt?
Obviously, I am the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact.
Oh, that's depressingly accurate.
I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. Only a little blood.
Aw. Aw, that's actually kind of sweet.
There's no rest for the wicked. I
Heard
plan on
that.
pursuing those three for as long as I live.
Okay, well, I don't hear that. Nope.
Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? This is like a big school. Why are you obsessed with these three teenage
people.
children?
Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just, they were so close ever since their freshman year, so, well,
Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I think that's the only explanation.
oh, wait a second, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio.
Yeah. How could you possibly know that?
Oh no, her computer!
That is one abused laptop.
Trust, I have seen laptops with batteries that would get the TSA to shoot you on sight. I have seen laptops with screens that if they got too close to a toddler would give them advanced cancer. That's cancer that you already have in the future.
They're all owned by Phoenix Wright.
And no one
He's
treats
never
us.
once shut down a laptop. Never once in his life has he ever powered one down.
When he was asked, "Do you close your tabs?" he says, "I mean, how would you do that? It's a soda can. You open it and then."
It's a tablet. How do I close it? I can't.
I can't close the
tablet.
This motherfucker carries his laptop by the screen and the screen only. He types on the keyboard, pressing down with nothing below it while using his other hand to hold up the screen. Anyways, I like how this became about Phoenix, even though it was supposed to be about this kid, but we all just agreed Phoenix would do this to his laptops. I mean, I had to learn that a lot of people don't shut down their PCs or laptops if they are done using them for the day. PSA, yeah, if for your home device, you should do it. You're getting a lot more usable hours out of it if you shut it down at night.
My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years.
I think I've seen this exact DM from people before. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god.
I've sent this DM before.
Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. The
No!
screen's only a little detached. We'd be happy to lend it to you.
Okay, so it only works off of wall power. Problem, it is a proprietary plug that is not available in this country. So, if you connect it to a USB battery bank, and then you'll have to switch it out every 10 minutes and be really quick, otherwise it will make a loud pop.
You can pick between the one that either perpetually has 2 pop-ups that can't be closed, only one is porn though, so it's fine, or you can have the one that's sticky and nothing we can do can make it unsticky. And it's not like gross sticky, okay? Remember, the porn pop-ups on one computer, not on the other. It's just like food sticky,
It
we
was
think.
set too long near the spaghetti, and it's just like that now, and as is every electronic that exists near the floating spaghetti for too long. We've asked Tracy, and she said it's just doing its various tricks, and we don't know what that means.
Mr. Wright just buys a new laptop when he fully can't get the old one to work, so he won't even notice.
It's where most of our budget goes.
Oh, Paulo, another laptop ran away, scoundrel, but put another one in the budget.
You good, Aussie?
I'm going to die.
eBay.com.
You have a laptop I could use?
Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them.
That's gonna go over great.
What? Like I could ever do Do you think I would be stalking them and slandering their name all day if I could just muster up the courage to hang out?
I tried sitting at their table once and they said, "Who's this box?" And anyways, that's the last interaction I had with them in person.
That's the only box I've ever peed in out of fear.
Sorry, but
Other times for dominance.
sorry, but that's a deal if you want to borrow our laptop. Our laptop.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck.
It's truly the long exercise episode.
Oh my god.
We're on fucking fire this
Also-
episode.
Also, sorry, but the Square just hit me with one of the funniest things. Too real. Apollo takes each laptop Phoenix disposes of, factory resets them, and resells them. It's
Yeah,
the
but yeah.
closest equivalent to a paycheck he gets.
The pop-ups
Buys them off
run.
of eBay and resells them.
Hey,
Or
Miriam,
markup.
if you want to hang out with the trio, just commit a felony and hang out with them in prison.
She probably already has committed a crime or two here. Thankfully, she deleted a bunch of the evidence about it.
My
But-
mom's a diplomat. No matter what I do,
Ah!
they won't let me in prison with the people I want to be friends with.
My mother keeps bailing me out of prison, so I cannot be friends with these various 18-year-olds who don't like me.
Barely know I exist, except for a scented box.
I like the idea that at one point Phoenix buys a laptop from Apollo because he has to make a new account after his last eBay account got banned. And when he meets Apollo in person to buy the laptop, he's like, "Oh shit, Apollo, you sell laptops? Dude, why didn't you tell me? We can cut out the middleman here."
That's quality. That's what we're doing right now.
It's the right anything agency.
No, yeah, the payment for this is actually $2,000 once a week to my checking account.
I pay Trucy in
Perpetually.
clothes and sometimes meals, so that's a pretty fair deal, I'd say.
She exists near the floating spaghetti and says it satiates me. God. Anyways,
Fuck.
Fine, I'll do it if that's what you want.
Yay! I'll be by later to bring you the laptop.
Oh, wait. I mean, it's not like I owe you anything, but here.
oh,
Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures.
Looks like they're setting up the stage.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, is that O'Connor in like a choker necklace and rolled up sleeves, white t-shirt doing construction work in the back?
No,
or just...
he's pretending he is.
Oh yeah.
what is with the thing around his neck, though? You're right. What is that?
It's just a stylish necklace. Is this a statue being built here? Like the Phoenix one, it looks like?
So,
Because there's a bag of materials in the back. There's a frame, and it looks like clay is being built around it.
hang on. Here is where we have the 23rd, 24th prep for mock trial. So the 25th is when the trial happened, correct? So now we have this, which is on the 23rd. So this is 2 days. This is 1 to 2 days before the murder, depending on when exactly the murder happened.
23rd. 6:03 p.m.
Okay.
Trying to see... So that's got to be the Phoenix one, because there's Clavier there, and that's where the Phoenix one goes. That's got to be the backdrop.
I think he was supposed to still have the collar, but just getting eaten by the game's upscaling bullshit.
Also, that might not be... What? That's just a different guy in glasses who's just a little bit stylish.
It really does seem like it's Hugh, though. So the panel up there interests me.
That's the backdrop.
Okay, yeah, so that's the backdrop they're establishing.
She took that while they were putting the stage backdrop into place.
They've already got the Clavier statue ready to go, and on the floor, those are the banners ready to go. There's also a pot of water nearby, which is worth knowing because they made a point of don't get this wet. But
Yeah, I think that's
for
to do with the clay, but yeah.
It's for the plaster.
Oh yeah,
of
paper
Paris.
mache. I forgot that they made these things out of paper mache.
Yeah, of plaster and paper mache. Yep.
Plaster and paper mache. Yep.
Yep.
Look, the school's gotta cut something somewhere, and it's always the arts that are cut first. Oh wow, you sure have an eye for photography, from what I can make out anyway.
These are the last 2 photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours.
Oh, sorry, the perspective was a little fucked there for a second. I was confused. I thought that guy's torso just cut off near the text box, but no, he's standing at the back part of the stage there, where we're seeing this, where we saw the.
Could be a floating torso. How would you know?
My brain is so fucking like, is this AI trained that like I saw a floating torso for a second, like something the back of my brain activated. Like no. All right, these are very useful. Thank you.
Interesting.
Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady.
Who collared Hugh is my favorite Abbott and Costello bit.
You know, in a horrifying way, that was really impressive, Athena. Where do we go next?
Art
Well,
room, right?
I'd like to talk to
Oh.
Hugh or Robin if possible.
Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find him.
Oh, by the way, can you call Phoenix and ask if he has a laptop? If. I'm curious if Apollo will have anything to say about these. Oops. And also now we can look without the text boxes if there's anything else. that
Yeah,
we're
there's
missing.
definitely the banners.
Banners on the
materials.
floor, the plaster. of
This
Paris.
also is evidence more directly that Means was here at this time and place.
Yep.
Which is not necessarily useful to us now, but it is here.
Cloud's down
Just
here
in
again.
case, for some reason,
Aw.
he tries to claim he wasn't overseeing the stage setup or something.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. Or something like that, yeah.
I wouldn't even know what a statue is.
Okay, so she gave us these to us in reverse order. I see. So this is earlier.
Do I look like I would know what
Oh,
a
what is
statue
statue
is?
is? Yeah, I was thinking the same joke.
Me? Aristotle means with my chiseled good... Oh, god damn it.
Mhm.
I didn't mean that one.
So it seems like Robin is either annoyed or determined about whatever it is Means is telling her here.
Yeah, or at least taking direction, maybe.
And
It's hard to tell with that kid. Always so impassioned and stern.
I'm just seeing if anything has changed in the 2 minutes between these pictures that's worth noting. I
I don't think so. I think this will probably have more
so,
to
though,
do with
yeah.
like means, but we'll see.
All right. So let's move.
Or when
Uh,
things were in place with a time and with a timestamp. Like if someone tries to
Higher.
claim that the statue existed at this time or whatever, or that it was broken by this time and it hadn't even been made yet.
Thought so.
Just
I-
wander around the school until we bump into a student. What could go wrong?
Okay. This better not be the principal. This better not be Aristotle. Let's go gambling. Oh,
Hey, there's
yay!
Hugh over there.
Ba-bang!
Hugh, we wanted a word with you if you don't mind.
If it was Mr. Wright, then sure. You two? Meh.
I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. I think there's more than a hint of it.
Phoenix.
Taito, welcome aboard. We are doing good as we can be. Honestly, this stream's been a fucking blast. We're having a lot of fun with this one.
Been a good one.
We're breaking the law.
We're breaking
Well, yeah,
the
but when
rules.
aren't we?
Ah,
Yeah.
That's our job. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, plus you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either.
Unfortunately, he's right.
Yeah. Who could have made it that we're on a very strict time limit, I wonder.
Are you forklift certified?
Random junk from some mouth breather. What makes you think I'd want to see that? The least you could do is make it more interesting, like by telling me how cool I am.
Real texts from Elon Musk.
What's this guy think he is?
Elon Musk.
No, Elon Musk isn't competent enough to get a law degree.
Man, if Athena had gone here instead of studying abroad, this absolutely would have been her bitter rival. Just on personality alone.
Right, you
they
are.
were
Yeah.
Two bitchy boys. Is it just me, or is this your name here?
That's my name, but how should I know what it's doing there? But being that the whole campus looks up to me, I'm not surprised to find my name mentioned here and there.
And I'm not surprised he said that, being the narcissist he is.
Well, at least he isn't denying that that's referring to him. Okay, probably nothing else. Let's just talk. Hey, the fuck?
About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you?
Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done.
Oh.
So, you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or as we say around here,
Perjury.
the end justifies the means.
But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor.
Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple.
After all, why would a killer single themselves out by being the only odd one out in a group who refuses to risk culpability to a murder? That would be a silly thing for a killer to do.
Even you should be capable of such reasoning, or have I overestimated you?
I meant more so from the perspective of it is a crime to lie in court, so you probably have a better reason than you were getting bored and it was taking too long.
You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to really enjoy getting under people's skin.
That's a great backhanded compliment. Holy shit. Oh, you're gonna make a great lawyer someday. Jesus.
Could Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is gonna take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you?
I've no intention of saying anything more. Now if you'll excuse me. Hold, I'm not through with you yet.
Brutal.
Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me.
Well, she just remembers that he's British.
Yeah.
Now you've had away but just discuss you know what. Oh, no, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it. What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify.
You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you?
You amateur. If there was some incredible dirt on me, I wouldn't tell you that. So there is dirt on you? Well.
So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. And again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin.
You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question.
Is this some Pretty Little Liars bullshit? Did all three of you kill a guy a year ago and you're trying to...
Yeah.
There used to be 4 people in your friend group and now you're all being all tight-lipped about it.
Oh,
Classic.
God. They're all trying to I know what you did last summer each other.
About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd, why did she want to see you?
I have no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can.
Dude.
Apollo gets out a pocket knife.
Okay. All right, kid.
All right, bud.
Professor Means strikes again. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course.
Athena, when she runs in...
Side-eyeing Phoenix at his pocket knife.
Athena, whenever she runs into anyone in the school, wow, their vibes are fucking rancid right now. Oh my god.
But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth?
Elon would suck at archery, by the way. You are right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So why don't you just drop this whole charade and tell me the truth?
The amount of speed that man is on, his hand will jolt and let go of the bowstring before he can even pull it back. Jesus.
Somehow he'd shoot himself.
At least we know he can raise his arm well.
That's true. He is good at raising his arm up. That is a thing he's very good at doing. You're right.
Yeah, because he's autistic, yeah.
yeah, it was the autism. The
Oh,
autism
yeah.
makes you sick, that's right.
The truth. How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case?
See, I don't want to actually make fun of this, because the game is presenting this as a terrible, absurd thing that he is saying, but it is really genuinely paralleling a thing happening in the real world right now, where people talk about post-truth bullshit. There is a lot of people who think the rhetoric are the entire thing because they grew up with social media and with cable news media as being their lens into politics. There are people who think winning, beating the other side, is literally the only thing that matters, and not all the procedural stuff that happens in between. And that's how you get a bunch of really incompetent people who are very good at talking big and then do not know what to do once they actually have power.
Yep. And the memes justify...
The memes mustify the Congress. Woo!
Mm.
I was so if it wasn't going to be a Hugh line, I was so tempted to just leave the call on that.
God.
Truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's, for that matter.
No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna defend Junie the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Court's memory. Plus, what kind of a bully would I be if I didn't use the truth to cut people down?
Yeah, because what makes a good bully is when people say shit that they know is real and it hurts.
Yeah. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in.
You.
No, the bow and arrow would experience a sudden, unexpected deconstruction during the middle of launch.
Somehow it would catch fire,
Please.
but
Okay.
don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understood?
What's that supposed to mean?
What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yeah, we were. Until just recently, actually.
Were?
What's the angle here, kid?
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
God, you are a wealth of just being able to easily twist information out of. What? Why?
Well,
No, definitely don't tell me. It'll be so mean.
Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've not seen.
Not my best friend. Tell me the secret.
Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is.
What are you saying?
This
damn
conversation
it.
is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it.
Fuck.
Hugh, wait! He's gone.
Doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that?
Didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully, the cops have completed their investigation.
All right. We don't really have much time left anyway.
does it just send us there? Okay, cool. Okay.
I think that sunflower thing.
Oh, this way.
I like the
Oh,
judge
yeah.
buff that exists up there. That's fun.
I like the sad judge.
Yeah.
Oh.
I finally get a character again! Why, if it isn't my little liar friends again.
Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier.
Don't mention it. I was waiting up here to get the treat that I'm assuming is at the other end of this, like some kind of small snack or some such. No? Okay, well, that's on me. Helping out
Just
is...
kidding. I really just need the approval. Okay. Please
On-
tell me you like me.
Honestly, the affirmation is like crack. Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about us.
Right. So this art room was where the murder actually occurred.
That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there is blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle there marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out.
The best Fulbright.
I know.
Damn right I am.
Find anything new, Detective Fulbright? You're so good and clever at that, like a little dog thing.
I am like a little dog thing. Funny dog drink a Pepsi. Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet.
He sure is confident for having found nothing.
But if we're talking outside of the art room, there has been a major breakthrough.
Oh dear. Unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do.
Oh, no need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one, which is the same thing as an order.
Wow, you saw right through me, Detective.
Oh
I'm
my god.
impressed.
Oh my god.
Icon.
Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we?
Shit, that's a good one, Apollo. What's that breakthrough,
wanna try?
baby?
Okay, so, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned?
You want to know? You really want to know? You really?
Come on, just tell us already.
Oh, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back.
Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder?
Exactamundo. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Interesting. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out. I'm not sure what analyzing the outside of the tape would really do, but... Interesting. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying, Hugh O'Connor? Ha 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 ha. Thanks for the good laugh, Ms. Sykes.
It's the last person I want laughing at me.
So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting, "You're a goner," around the time of the death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it?
I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place.
Okay, let's look around. First of all,
Use a mock trial script on the floor and nearby an envelope marked use.
I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope.
Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me.
It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring it up to $3 worth of... You can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the... Okay.
Prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used.
But the scripts were selected by Professor Court. Considering how much she valued the truth, I seriously think doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
Wow, you have the title memorized already? It was in one ear, out the other for me.
A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. Court.
Oh.
C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this.
So this is what they consider art.
Oh.
I really don't get it, honestly.
I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her, and those pity-inducing eyes. Who's this
I
again?
think you're just a lesbian.
Her name's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh my god. So I see bowls over there with different...
There's the portrait that's been knocked over, the statues that's been knocked over. We might want to look at the window that has the pulley. It kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge at the top of the statue.
But it's not if you look real close. Another strange, difficult to understand work of art.
Oh, look, it has a title. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Huh, real creative.
Art. Either it's too abstract to understand or as subtle as a sledgehammer.
Yep. That's definitely art. Definitely. Yep.
No, I'm sorry, I'm with Apollo on this. A lot of art pieces are like this to me.
Hey, look, that's you on this mobile, Apollo. A red demon.
A red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me.
Yeah, just like you.
No. See, the antenna and the yellow spots on its back. Anyone could tell it's a ladybug.
God damn it.
Oh,
I
right.
love it, right?
If only we could live for a day in your brain, the world would be a much better place.
Bless your heart, buddy.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date, agreed?
Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena?
I really regret bringing this up.
I see that empty spot, too.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what making friends is like? I don't want to do it anymore. Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo?
You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this? There's a paint palette here. No surprise there, considering this is the art room.
Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
You could do that?
That's where orange comes from. I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think this
Hey,
is
what's that
saying
supposed to mean?
the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Ooh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave?
What about the blob right next to it? The one with red and green, then?
Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet?
Eat the paint, Apollo. Eat it. It's delicious, isn't it, fucking?
Are you saying Professor Court is watching over my dietary habits from the pearly gates?
Look, I
That's
take
where it
one
ends.
shit a week like a real man, Athena.
Okay, let's check that clock. A week. One shit a week, all you need.
Just screams it out once a week.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of the It's Always Sunny bit. As for me, I haven't taken a shit in days. Days?
To answer your question, Taito, the real reason you do that is you can get much more granularity on the shade of color you get with paint because it will be whatever color you're looking at. Like, it's very easy, especially as, like, I've done digital art for years, to sort of forget that you can't just buy every color that there is out there. It is much easier to buy base colors and then combinations of those you're most commonly going to use, and then afterwards to on your palette mix together colors to get just the right mix that you want for whatever it
as
is you're
someone
making.
who primarily does physical art, yeah, absolutely, because not only could your paint dry up, but also you might end up needing like a slightly different shade or several variances of that shade. Like you might need a slightly more yellowy orange. So then do you just go out and buy another one? No, you just mix them.
And it's a lot easier to use, like, a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red to get orange than it is to use a good amount of orange and then having to add in after that yellow and red to get it to the specific shade and hue that you want.
Yeah,
So
or if you like several variances of it, like if you're doing lighting or something like that, yeah. Which is why certain colors you do a lot of mixing of, you buy slightly bigger tubes of if you can, depending on what medium you're using. And then like your sparkly pink or whatever, you get a smaller tube of.
Yeah, if there's a color you're using frequently enough that then it would make sense. But in this case, the orange is used like very sparingly in this piece here.
This is the
Anyways.
clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look.
Don't waste your time. I've checked it, and it's 100% accurate.
You sure? How'd you check it?
Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch. See?
Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped?
It has? Oh? Oh! This is unacceptable!
First I learned where orange comes from, and now my watch is broken.
My life is over. We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves.
Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by one whole
Aha.
hour. Well, detective?
Okay.
So at what point? What day do you think his watch stopped? Because I'm betting that it's been at least like a year. And
Oh,
he
yeah, it
just
was like 2 years.
coincidentally only checks his watch at the right time.
No, I got
Yeah,
this
exactly.
I got this at a pawn shop. They said something about a battery. I wasn't really listening. Am I supposed to do that? Do I need to get something for this? No, then
don't
since
worry
I've had
about
it. Since I've owned it, then.
I went into the battery store and they were like, oh, what you need is a nickel battery. And I went, no, I don't need a battery for my nickels. Silly. Nickels don't need batteries. I need a battery for my watch. And I walked right out of there.
I was looking for a battery shop, but all the Radio Shacks are closed.
No, see,
I don't shop anywhere else.
I went to the last Radio Shack, which is actually no longer a Radio Shack, but a local hardware store that bought up into a Radio Shack, and asked them for nickel batteries. And they said, oh yeah, we've got some of those, and they brought them out. But the thing was, they looked like actual nickels, and I don't trust that. That's American currency. I'm not touching that. No, I only do business in yen.
San Francisco crypto.
San Francisco. Anyways. What?
Fucking weekend. This clock must have also been an hour ahead when the photo was taken.
Wright just has a miniature sundial on his wrist, and this is the only time he's ever tried checking it while indoors.
If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost.
You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that stupid fucking grin off your face.
I can't help but feel like this might end up being a larger point in the trial. Like, we're going to try and present that the clock was off by an hour, and Meads is going to say, no, it wasn't, because that was something that doesn't fit into his narrative that he's crafting right now.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Plus, there's no evidence of, like, when it... Like, we don't have hard evidence of when it stopped. Or
True.
when it stopped being correct.
Yeah.
That could have been right before we walked in here, for all we know legally.
Yeah, someone else might have tampered with it at some point. But either way, the clock is currently set incorrectly.
Yeah.
Wait just a minute. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running an hour ahead during the crime?
How are we supposed to wait a minute? How are you going to keep track of that? That's a good question.
That's good.
Oh, wait. I think I just might have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there is a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, a nice crescent one, like something out of a picture book.
But if you look at the window in the back, with the winch attached to it,
Oh!
you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
That photo was taken at the same time as this photo was taken.
Yep.
Okay, that is not the skyline in the background. That is that picture in the background. Understood. Okay, caught up on that now. So, yes, that photo, so 6:01 or 6 o'clock is when that photo was taken as they were moving the background there. You can even see, like, she is standing in front of where the beam would be, but the sky on the right is not quite the same color as the sky on the left.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially because, it would only, I mean, this is maybe, like, a little more detailed, but, like, theoretically in, San Francisco, at least, it would only be, like, twilight in October at 6 p.m. at this point.
Yeah.
Not, like, middle of the night.
It would be crazy to send students home only when the moon is all the way, like, up in the sky. That would be insane. Like, yeah. Like, our state, our home state had an entire, like, 2-week break about this so that you wouldn't be sending kids home at that time. Like,
And
so,
we're
okay.
way further north than San Francisco.
Now that makes sense. Okay. Oh, then what's this moon doing here?
I wonder.
Oh, Christ.
Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I haven't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken.
This picture, I'm assuming, right?
Yes. I know what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony.
What? Where? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear. They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position.
I can see that. That's a big board hanging here. The size matches too.
But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right, and at around 6 p.m. when this photo was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
What do you mean from the front? The front's against the wall.
That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Windows are in walls, Detective Fulbright, not to blow your mind
What?
for a third time today.
That doesn't make... No, but walls are walls.
Walls can't have holes. That's the whole point of a wall, is so that way there's no outside.
I'll prove you wrong, throws himself out a window.
Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look.
Are you suggesting the moon is the one from the backdrop?
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 p.m. when the backdrop was being set in place. So the art room clock was running fast, at least as far back as the day of the murder.
Whoa. Oh, how can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now?
I just blew a hole in a piece of evidence of the prosecution's evidence.
Yeah. Feels good. Hi, Judge.
3 busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or prosecutor.
You can tell it's the defendant because it's a woman.
The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed out looking one the defendant.
Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor.
I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor. Think, Apollo, think. This could tell us how tomorrow's trials will go.
I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Isn't that a mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here.
Let's see. Looks like everyone from the judge's course submitted one.
The victim, Constance Court, was the Fine Art Club's advisor, so she probably spent a lot of time up here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here.
Poor stressed out, overworked Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels.
You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it.
Do you want to talk, Apollo?
Me? What about Mr. Wright?
Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency?
Shit, that one's actually good.
Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it.
And I bet it won't last long, not with the way she deals with her own work, anyway.
Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this already has some color on it. It looks just like the bloodstains, the way the glaze was dribbled on it.
Yeah.
Looks like...
It
bloodstains?
really does look like bloodstains, yeah. In justice we trust us. That does look exactly like bloodstains. We must
Hey,
examine
man.
this at once.
Hey, man! Hey, man!
How did you not see this? Oh,
You're
shit.
a fucking detective.
Cops are, and this is true, allergic to art. We sneeze if we get too close to it. Why do you think we hate graffiti so much?
I like the idea they arrived at that in reverse order, that the only art a cop has ever had to deal with is graffiti, and because of spray paint being in the air, they associate, like, art just makes me sneeze.
They think they're allergic.
Ah,
Powerful.
I don't think you read
Powerful
this
stuff.
line.
I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big blood stain is, and then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window.
In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage.
The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there has a mat and ball cart.
So even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script.
You shouldn't jump to that conclusion. It just is possible that happened.
The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script.
Well, what do you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place.
Well, you're wrong, and I'm gonna prove it in court.
So the big blood stain in the middle. We also have this painting.
A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman.
Aw.
Wow, Robin must have painted this.
Hang on.
So that's that there.
I wonder if it's going to be important that this is, like, so present in the frame. Like, if this was currently actively drying or something. Because if it was painted
Yeah.
by Newman, that could be an alibi.
True, true.
Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but...
I'll put it to you this way, Square. If a cop dislikes art, they consider graffiti art. If a cop likes art, they consider graffiti trash.
Oh, look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin.
Oh.
Huh. I think this is plenty good myself.
I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper.
Yeah, there's
It's
no way
the-
to know. Sorry, that's her painting right there of Juniper right there in the room.
I bet it would have been really artistic looking.
Yeah. I bet. Okay, what else is there?
Did you look at the other window? Or the pulley system?
Oh, the pulley system. Thank you, I did not.
Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reeled the banners in and out. I keep calling it a pulley system. I know it's not. I just didn't know. I did not know the name. There's
yeah,
a nice
a
view of the
winch.
stage from here. Yeah, a winch. A winch.
Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue.
He's just there zoning out. So it really wasn't you. He's vaping. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial?
You're not nearly as slick as Athena is. In justice we trust us. It's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions. There's no way you can get further information out of me. Further information such as...
I wonder what the main argument will be about now.
How was the body moved? And be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans.
Oh, does he now?
Oh, whoops.
Detective Fulbright?
Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation file F2375 in the lower filing cabinet in my office.
No, I wasn't gonna ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin.
Oh, you mean Ms. Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago, and she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. just watching TikTok.
Video? What video?
Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by that lecture hall.
Right, let's go. Thanks, bestie.
Bye, buddy.
Okay, more voice. October 25th, famous legal academy, 3rd floor lecture hall.
There she is. Robin! Hey, Robin!
Oh, Athena! Apollo!
What are you watching there?
Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. There's a bunch of zeros, okay.
On a beautiful compact disc drive in 2030 whatever.
Just watched a long video about compact disc video. Anyways, I just had to use a bit of coercion to get it right, but the ends justify the means, right?
There it is again. Professor Mean sure has a lot of influence around here.
Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me?
Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you anything you want.
Okay.
Oh, Lady Justice! Oh, that's so C-U-T-E cute!
You think this is cute?
Yeah, totally. The balance of the scales, the keenness of the sword, the cracks running all the way up.
That last one's only because I put it back together.
Oh, I totally know what you mean. What's that feeling you get when something is so cute you want to smash it to bits? R-I-G-H-T, right?
sorry, but that sounds more like a case of the crazy than a fondness for the cute.
Yay! A present from Athena! Oh, this is so exciting!
Sorry, but it's not a present. I wanted to know whether you knew anything about it.
That's so nice, Athena. Why are you so fucking fuck you? What's wrong with you?
It wasn't until a moment ago.
Do you want to keep offering gifts and rejecting her? Do you really want to do this? After everything we've done to this bitch, do you really want to keep doing that?
I'm just going for the ones that I'm very confident she'll actually have something to say about. Oh man, that's my blood, sweat, and tears in a pile of rubble right there.
Why not make the statues again? I'm sure the two of them would be delighted.
Yeah. Oh, I could totally do that. And this time, I'm gonna make them even more realistic by making full body molds of my models.
Full body molds? You sure that's safe? But plain old measurements.
No, now Phoenix goes in the plaster now. Oh, Athena, measurements are for wimps. Full-on YOLO is what art's about. I'm gonna drop both of them in a big pool of plaster.
Like being frozen in carbonite. I know I should stop you, but some part of me really wants to see how this plays out.
No, hang on, let her cook. Oh my god. Okay, she might have something to say about the banners, but first let's talk to her some more. Why'd you confess?
Why'd you confess? About your confession today, why'd you do it?
Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible.
Right. The end justifies the means. So you're a follower of Professor Means too.
Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like them B-O-T-H both.
She brushed that one off like a pro.
But with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law yourself.
Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case.
What? Why?
I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no, my parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor.
But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it?
I just spend a little time in jail, and then boom, I'm an artist. Most good artists go to jail.
At least the ones with rich parents.
True.
Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eye. Meanwhile, in the background, there's like, no, sorry. I know.
No.
I know, but you're never gonna believe this. Yellow and red. No, prosecutor, you're not gonna yellow and red. I know this log thing. I really fucked up.
Yeah, he goes to not Gavin, Jesus. He goes to Blackwell. He's like, Blackwell, I have two things to tell you. One, the clock is wrong. Two, the clock? No, two, orange. Hear me out on this.
It comes from somewhere.
Tomorrow, Blackwell has a full orange cloak. I just didn't realize it was possible.
I thought science hadn't advanced far enough yet.
You just didn't know where colors came from.
Now I look just like my ninja cellmate that I had in prison.
Naruto?
Yes!
What? Who's the motherfucker? Who's the prosecutor who got Naruto behind bars? Because I want to shake that man's hand.
And it was for tax evasion, if you can believe it.
Did you read this?
I have not. I was too busy caught up on the idea of Naruto going to prison.
For tax evasion.
For tax
Naruto
evasion.
evades taxes,
I
goes
didn't know the
to
Hidden
jail.
Leaf Village had taxes in the first place.
Yeah,
Goes to
well.
show what I know. I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right.
Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Finishing a statue. I was on stage until the last bell.
That's right. You made statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you?
Oh, yep. Yes, I did. Both of them.
Okay, so you did not make the Gavin one. Because we have photographic evidence of you making the Phoenix Wright one, but not the Gavin one.
That's a good point.
Or there's something like wonky with them. And that's what she's like, nervous about. Like, admitting to have it made them might be suspicious.
This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at that time?
Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now?
No, that's not what I said.
Newman goes to jail, shares a cell with Blackwell. Newman got the death sentence for this.
Oh no.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, sorry. My headset stopped working.
Oh, okay. We're back.
Both Hugh and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m. But neither of all of Athena's like body modified tech that she has going on was suddenly not working properly. And like, no, it has to work. It has to work. It's too cool. It has to. My brain chip. But neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing.
No. Also, perhaps maybe the Gavin statue was not smashed first and then the other statues were smashed to cover it up. Perhaps the time in which she was supposed to have been making the Phoenix statue, she was instead doing something else, perhaps helping to move the body, which is still my theory. And to cover up the fact that that statue didn't get finished, since they were already going to be tarnishing the stage, they smashed the other statues too to make it look like, yeah, it was just vandalism, like all of them are broken now. And that would allow her to still say, yeah, my alibi was I was building the statue, but I can't show you the finished statue because it's broken now. I think it might be something to that effect. We shall see.
We will see. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court?
So everyone knows you're a woman now.
Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're... I would like you to... If you can see this pin I'm wearing, I'm an ally.
It is a full-on Walmart always pin. It is the most corporate like inclusion pin of like, well, you're trying.
That hurt me. That hurt me a lot.
It was the one that came to mind. I'm so sorry.
No,
Should've
it
gone
hurts
with
because it's accurate.
I was gonna say, should I go with Target instead?
No worries there. I discussed the matter with Professor Court a while ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I really was a girl. And just today I found out she spoke with the school administration on my behalf.
Interesting. Just today you found that out. Okay, I
Well,
was just see if there's anything regarding Newman in there that might be recontextualized.
Well, yeah,
but
probably
no.
not, because like it's seemingly like no one else knew this information, and I don't know what you would do with it, even if you did have it in regards to this case.
Yeah. And just today I found out she spoke with the school administration on my behalf.
Oh, they must really like you.
I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes.
Wow, they must really like you. This school is not woke at all. Must have made a big exception.
This is like, oh, this is a school JD Vance went to. There's no way in fuck.
That's why, Athena, I simply must have this, and by any means possible.
What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do.
Oh, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please. Pretty please.
What the fuck? Evidence confiscated? What the fuck?
Classic and just...
In
It's
classic
just by
and
the
justifies the means.
Man.
Darn it.
Oh.
Oh, dang it. Oh,
Oh,
dang
darn.
it.
Oh, Newman.
Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out.
The snitch? Sounds like a new lead.
So tell me about Box Girl. There's a rumor going around here that one of the students is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors.
I wonder who it could be.
There's just no way to know.
There's no way to know. Although we do know there is a student who was meeting with a teacher regularly. That is another
Yeah,
option.
that's a good point.
Why would anyone do that?
Unless they're trying to, control their students to try to find people that they can perhaps plant throughout the legal system to do their bidding. I don't think Court was the one who is doing that. And also, let's be real. I don't think Hugh would be that much of a narc because he would the instinct to tell the teachers
You're right, he'd be
whatever
doing
piss
blackmail.
off.
He wouldn't be narking, he'd be blackmailing. Unless he's being paid off for it, he would not be narking.
Like, I could still see it being Hugh, but I really do think it's our journalist lady, failed journalist.
Oh, the little secret box kid? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Although definitely Apollo would be really but why would anyone do that? Mr. Wright always drills into us that the tagline for a Write Anything agency is snitches get stitches.
We call ourselves Write Anything as a bit of a joke, but let me be clear, nothing in writing. Absolutely nothing in writing, okay? None of this gets out.
We can't go to jail like Naruto. They did that to make an example of him.
Naruto's law firm went down after one day. We can't have it go down like that.
We're doing so much tax fraud here, kid. We cannot go down for that like Naruto.
Maya tried getting Leaf Village's Write Anything agency law branch set up, and then Naruto got involved, and now they're all in jail.
And who do you think snitched out of them? And not me, because we don't do that here.
God.
Shit, okay. Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumor has it grades were being bought and sold through the surveillance network.
Bribery! That's just straight up bribery. The situation at Themis Legal Academy is worse than I thought.
Like a suspiciously numbered grade? A suspiciously high grade, perhaps?
Court wrote Hugh 120 because when you see Hugh, you'll turn 120 degrees and walk away. I guess at a little bit of an angle to go to the wall and then out the window, because 180 is the turning around.
Yeah, 180 is the full turnaround. You'll take 2/3 of the way away and leave.
So you can get that good 2/3 angle for your jawline.
I want to share a post that's been baked in my brain ever since I was a child of someone online saying they call it the Xbox 360 because when you try to use it, you turn around 360 degrees and walk away. And multiple people applying say 360 degrees, you'd still be facing towards it. And the response always
being
being
heading towards it.
But you turned. But you turned. Is the thing you're choosing? But you turned.
Stop bringing math into this.
But you turned. Thank you. I'm so glad that's what you were referencing, Square. Yes.
No.
Yes, that post lives on. Excellent. Oh, it's so funny.
It lives on in all of us, like Jesus.
It's a classic post.
Oh, anyways.
Well, all of this is important stuff. I still want to ask about the thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though.
So before you said nothing when I showed you that. What's going on?
Possibly
in
the
art
picture of it being all wacky?
room? Didn't I show her this already?
Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you.
That's annoying that if I, the player, think that she would probably have something to say about this, that I get the generic no response line, but then afterwards that's what you have to present. That's annoying.
Get in the mind of Athena. Get on her level, which is a little bit lower than yours currently.
Yeah, get below your level.
Get lower than your level.
This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what that is?
Wow! Look at that unique artistic sense! That has to want to be one of Professor Court's creations, man!
Oh, the abstract 2D art. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Professor Court's artistic sense?
I like that replaces the snitch.
Professor Court's artistic sense, that's a tough one. I'd have to say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. I don't know what those words mean, but I've seen them written.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
God, yeah, she does.
Oh,
Spanish,
God.
it's okay. In other words,
Oh my god.
it's
I
weird
speak
and all over the
Spanish.
place.
Avant-garde.
Ah, Spanish.
I'm trying to think of it. That strange-looking painting in the art room?
Hating on the painting. It's fun. It's fun.
Was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? Yeah, this is giving like, she's an art teacher and it doesn't even look like a photorealistic. This art's better than that art because this art looks more like the person. And whereas like the art teacher's gonna be like, yeah, you kind of have have style too.
Yeah, like when
it's
people
not
look at
just technique.
my art, they're like, "Oh my God, that is the person, Constance Court, the artist. That's incredible." When people look at your art, they're trying to figure out who the person is. That's the big difference there.
The statue in the photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice.
Lady Justice?
Professor Court had planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall.
to show that justice has been tangled and warped and shaped into a different
Yeah.
The day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow.
So this is the statue in its proper state.
You bet. Just look at that wild silhouette. Wow, it's so cute.
I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this?
See, this is why I say art sucks. Anyway, Athena, the Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage.
Oh, right. I didn't realize before because it was in pieces. But before it was smashed, maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage? Thinky.
Well, I think that about covers it.
Okay, then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say?
Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it?
All classroom desks at the school have their own built-in computer, you know.
This place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought.
I find Robert's habit of spelling out words strangely endearing. It's fun.
It is! It's C-U-T-E cute!
It's cute.
I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important bits. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech.
Presumably, if this is the professor, is this Means? Or is this Court?
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today.
Means.
Oh, it is Professor.
That sounds like Professor Means.
Oh yeah, sorry, my earbuds were still plugged in. Let me unplug those. Okay.
The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly. Is the camera like this the whole time?
Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the fuck do you mean the whole... Dude, it's still a school! We
Where's
have the
the
one
dynamic camera shots? How will
You're
you
a
tell where they're
cameraman.
pointing?
Fuck! When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm still hung up on this. You guys set up a tripod? You couldn't get another student to handle this?
Well, no, we did actually have a rotating tripod, but someone took it and said they needed it for the witness stand for the stage. I don't know what the plan there was.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. All makes sense. We're good. Anyway, how come teacher speeches always make me sleepy?
Let's just skip to the end of the speech.
Now, let the mock trial begin.
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot? Did she take like an Alice in Wonderland potion? It said like eat me? And it made her feel big. Why is she so big? And
Jesus, Athena.
Looks to me like she cut in front of the camera.
Holy shit. Oh, is this your first time seeing a camera? Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Interesting.
Why would I take pictures with a camera when I have a chip in my brain that's connected to my eyes? Even though she was already playing the part in the mock trial itself?
She had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. Okay, here we are. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music.
Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like.
Looks like there's a judge's bench back by the screen and a witness stand up front.
Athena watches train pulling into a station and jumps out of the way. Yes. Fuck yes. I see.
But what about those balconies with the professor's names on them?
And, so, okay, the Wi-Fi signal in Professor Court's room is pretty strong, as is Professor Mean's room. Those are stairs, Athena. No, no, I'm pretty sure that's the Wi-Fi. No,
Those are bars, Apollo.
obviously, you're just too old.
I'm gonna explode.
Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial.
Not in the music sense, in the essay, okay.
Well, maybe also in the music sense. We don't know.
But no, actually, we do know for a fact they weren't in charge of that because they did specify that Junie was in charge of music as well.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay, let's fast forward this a bit.
And that's why this defendant is definitely guilty!
Oh, that's me! Oh, can you tell?
Objection! A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so.
You read that line like in the mock trial, Apollo, but it sounds kind of weird.
Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I think Juniper's gonna speak next. I didn't do it! I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it! It's true, I shouted, "You're a gunner!" But I didn't mean it! I meant gooner! I meant gooner!
Junior girls rise up!
Jesus.
You're just like, yay, from my box in the corner.
No, God.
You can't do this to us. What did we do? What did we do to you?
We have to get
Warrant this. Fuck.
This is
What
you.
did we do? What did we do to deserve this?
What did any of us do to deserve this? How far are we fallen?
Wow, what an emotional performance. She'd put a real actress to shame.
Wait, could you go back and play that scene again?
You really think that's necessary?
Are we gonna see like a hand holding up a tape recorder at the "You're a Goner" bit?
I didn't do it! I'd suffered a breakdown, pretty much lost it. It's true, I shouted, "You're a gunner!" But I didn't mean it!
Stop, did you hear that?
I think you're onto something, actually. Let's play that last part again.
I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about?
I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line we just heard of the case. I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you.
Oh, wow, the voices and performances do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening!
It's just a possibility, but if the voice on the tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence was fabricated.
Oh my God.
They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would be a key role in today's trial,
he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect.
Wait a second.
No!
Professor Means' credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible.
It may be a fake.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. Who do we think this is?
Is it Fulbright?
No, I think it's Professor Mins.
Well-
No, allow me to assist you with that, Mimi?
Oh, what?
I also thought it was Scuttlebutt.
Sir
What
Gavin.
the fuck? Oh,
At least
cool.
make some kind of noise so we know you're there.
Oh, good. Male scuttlebutt. Your laugh did not pick up at all. Fuck.
Yeah, that's partially because I was dying.
Yeah, we can't air that on Twitch.
Yeah, it's violence.
Oh my god. Sorry, that you just took me the fuck out.
Oh,
Gavin
okay.
jump scare.
Fuck. Okay, I'm alive.
Did you read this?
Yeah, I did. Every time he's here, every time he's not here, I forget he's in this case.
God.
I would not have guessed that it was him of all the people we would have gone through there.
You know when, like, a celebrity gets green screened into a special appearance in a music video? That's
Yeah.
Gavin in this case of, like, oh, he's the celebrity guest star.
Yeah, this is definitely a COVID guest star.
Yep. It's go big or go home with Rockstar entrances, Fraulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get you the results as soon as I can. Weirdly, strangely, I
He's
actually
technically
trust
a third
him.
Party. Yeah, he's
Yes.
weirdly, like...
He's
because-
qualified for this.
And
he's qualified and weirdly doesn't have, like, a personal bias in any of this.
He also cares
Conflict of
about
interest.
what the truth is. Like,
Yeah.
Even if
He
it's
does.
not, like, there would probably be times where he would be like, as long as we get to the end. But I do think that he would be like, well, this is just purely fictional. This is purely fabricated to pin the blame on someone. I'm gonna disprove that, because that's way beyond the pale.
He's got to go buy another cartridge for his Jewel anyway, so might as well do this while he's out.
The Radio Shack decommissioned hardware store is right next to the jewel shop, so it's fine.
I
guess this
prefer
would be-
dragon fruit flavor.
Jewel is not making dragon fruit flavor. For the record, Jewel is specifically the tobacco ones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's not vaping in order to get off of tobacco. You think this guy's vaping weed? He'd be a lot more pleasant to be around if he was.
Good point.
Brutal.
I trust them to be alright.
Very much so. Thanks.
Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center?
I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence. But will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this is what I'd find.
We're gonna be getting to the save point here, and then we'll be calling the stream, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
October 25th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
And that about covers the main gist of our investigation.
I see. Very interesting. You have been quite the busy beaver today.
Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up, and it'll be getting dark soon, so...
Junie!
You must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and...
No, wait! You have to listen to me!
I don't want to hear anymore! I know what you're gonna say, Athena.
Junie, you promised. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what the truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear.
Okay, but only if it's the real truth.
So please, just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. Suspicions about O'Connor. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. It is what I meant by proof, but don't think that hard about it. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh.
But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me.
This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious?
Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. You're not selling him right now. He's gifted and talented, okay? He has ADHD. It is unmedicated. He would never, ever do something terrible like this.
She's not even jumping to that point, because she's just saying he gets great grades, which is the part of being smart you can fake.
Yes!
Yeah, and also, nothing she's saying would make him not a monster.
Yeah, smart people, can commit crimes.
Smart people can be terrible people.
Often commit crimes.
Because they think they can get away with it.
Exactly, because they convince themselves of their own hype. Oh.
Discord.
Wait, Athena? My bracelet reacted just now.
It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Don't look at Apollo. Look me in the eye.
None of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Now I'm sure of it. She's lying. Let me enter the staring posture.
Is it the sweating? Hands?
I think it's either going to be outstanding grades or never causes trouble.
Look down. I was wondering what it could be.
Is it her hand? Hang on.
Yeah, let's watch her hand. Her face didn't seem to change much.
Same.
Causes trouble?
Nope.
Is it the sunflower?
It might be the sunflower. I'll keep an eye on it. It might droop.
Who knows? Oh, Junie, you're not lying again, are you?
Maybe it's just her eye twitches. Standing grip. Is it the blinking? Oh, it's the blinking.
It's the blinking. Yeah, she only did that during outstanding grades.
Or
wait, no,
she
did
blinked at the end.
Huh.
She seemed to blink at the end.
Maybe a twitch of the eyebrow or something?
Not that I saw.
Apollo is gonna pull a full bright shit if he's careful with how much he's drinking.
Wait, hang on. The scarf's moving.
The scarf is moving.
Is she breathing heavier?
Maybe, but watch her scarf. Watch her scarf the whole time. It's not moving there.
She
Right,
does
you
have
are.
asthma, so
I'm
maybe
trying
she's
to
breathing
avoid
more, which
looking
is
at
fine.
this young adult's chest and like.
I see why you
Yes.
were like, that's not where we're gonna zoom in
Yes.
for too long. Standing grades. I'm guessing it's never gets trouble because it was moving at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And
You
look,
are.
Never
right
gets
there, it's
trouble.
moving.
Yep.
Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you said, and never causes trouble, a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying.
Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself.
A secret about me? I don't understand.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
I like that they think of each other in the same voice.
Yes. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is.
He
Wait,
ended
hang on.
their
How does she remember the
friendship
part she wasn't there for?
after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her
The snitch.
the snitch.
Is she the one? Was she telling Court everything? Was that it? And that would be why Court
Possibly.
was confronting O'Connor?
They did seem close, at least, so it's possible even if she wasn't
They
like
seem pretty
outright
close.
a snitch, she may have snitched, like as an act. You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you?
There's her. Oh, that's you.
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear that they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors. And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget.
I don't know what you're talking about!
Junie, please stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case.
What would prove that Junie specifically is the snitch? October Hugh. This picture, no. Maybe something in the book about that report yesterday.
Because we know that that page likely came from that book because of the torn page came from that book, but there's nothing that directly connects that page to Junie. We have the picture that shows that they're close, but I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's enough. I mean, it might be what we have to start with.
Maybe
but...
no, because not the voice print.
Is it
Maybe
mock
something to do
trial
with
script?
the script somehow.
Or is
Hang
Wright
on.
Club?
Yeah.
Hang on. Go to Court's planner. I want to confirm something. Routine report.
Routine report, need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. So,
Oh, maybe that was just kind of what was found out about routine. Or no, routine report.
If it's a routine report and it involves Hugh O'Connor, that could be the snitch.
Yeah.
The snitch reporting routinely. It doesn't prove that it's her, but that might be the thing we
10:23.
present.
It does prove it's hard evidence other than just like Hugh's word that
Yeah.
there's a snitch.
10:23, 6 p.m. they're meeting.
And then also consider routine report, and then a space. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. New statement, new thought.
Yeah.
This
Like,
seems
I've-
like it's in response to, because it's not continuing a sentence like the other ones that have that formatting.
It's a subheader, yeah.
It seems like this one is got information from routine report. Now I need to talk to Hugh. That is my next step. That is my next note.
I also...
I think present that.
I am
Yeah.
going to. I'm just trying to think, where does Hugh 120? You might have been onto something with that score doesn't make sense thing, Marina.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense to write down. For one, it's probably not a time because there's no colon. It's
Yeah.
probably not a date because there's no dash. And it's like a weird place to put it. And what other number would be most commonly used in regards to a student? You know?
You're right.
Well, let's try this. Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says routine report. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report into Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie.
Forgive me, Theta. I've been lying to you the whole time. The truth is, I suspected Hugh from the start.
You did? Now this is surprising.
I'm sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend.
I mean, to be fair, if he was going around saying, like, yeah, I'm actually the smartest guy here because I have a GPA of 250. I'm actually the smartest boy who ever lived, and I'm getting into
I'd sit on that bitch too. I would. Yeah.
I'm getting my
yeah.
super masters. Yeah, you'd be like,
Snitches get stitches, and I'm afraid of needles, but I'd get some stitches for that motherfucker.
yeah, I'd take some wounds for this asshole.
Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does, but I don't need it to sense the pain you're feeling inside. And its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right?
Hello.
Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that'll be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch?
Can you stop calling it that? Guy.
Damn it!
Professor Court had told me how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice.
The dark age of the law, huh?
She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that, but few others at the Academy shared her view.
Oh god, oh, that's right, he's here. Oh god.
Yeah.
I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic.
She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she?
I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about.
And that report session in her planner, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that.
Yeah, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court.
She snitched on her own friend? This would explain why she has a whole planner just for, like, snitch meetings, too, if, like, this was a regular event.
I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking.
What did you hear?
He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents.
What were they talking about?
Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to.
Meanwhile, Means is sitting in the corner internally screaming.
What? That's bribery! He was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, I could have been doing that.
That explains why he's always reading books when we see him. Motherfucker's never studied once. He's always doing it at the last minute.
Yep.
Or just trying to seem smarter.
Yeah, he's holding the
to be
book
like,
fully upside down.
Would a gentleman who reads a book like this in the hallway, cheat on a test? The book's upside down.
He flips through a giant book, goes, derivative, and throws it away. It's a thesaurus.
Then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about a secret.
Is this about
The piece of
Hugh
paper.
Scrap?
We found this while we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now I'm hearing about bribes.
The
Oh,
bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October.
I see.
what's more, take a look at this mark. The same mark is on the pages of Professor Court's planner.
Hey, you're right.
Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was...
It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Court.
But...
That is impossible. She would be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes.
My
God,
goodness, can any of you believe what you're hearing? And did any of you not hear it? I'll say it again if you didn't hear it. Like I said,
Hey,
I'm
all
on the
gonna
side
say
of a
is-
dead woman, so I could say anything I want about her.
Okay, genuinely?
Mhm.
All I'm gonna say...
Mhm.
If he was guilty, wouldn't he be like, well, I'd heard some things about her.
yeah, I mean, that's also true. At this
It
point,
is either he's guilty and he's actually pretty clever about it, or he's not
he's
guilty and he's
pulling
trying
in,
to defend
oh,
his
say, sort of thing. I think-
colleagues' honor.
I think it's either that the whole reason she had a snitch either was because she suspected a colleague of something, because that's pretty insane behavior to do towards a child, unless you're
Yeah.
suspecting that, like, a teacher is in on it. If you suspect one of your colleagues and you were trying to keep an eye out and maybe she had overheard her colleague say that number, or it's also possible she had a snitch to make sure that the
Nobody
stupid kid
found out.
wasn't like spreading information around or something, like making sure it's contained just so that one kid.
And it would also explain if she were to, like, confront him, be like, you fucking have been talking about this, what, like, you were overheard. Okay, like, it's 50-50 for me right now. We don't know enough about Court as a person is the thing. But
Those
she
are the
really
two branching
did
paths.
seem to care about truth. So, like, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
We
I
shall
mean, she
see.
may have had a lot of debt, so
That's also fair.
maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand.
It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected you if they knew what you knew.
No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh.
You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason?
I saw Hugh murder her. I watched him do it, and I thought it was a prank, and I wasn't sure. But I
He
think
said
now
it was
it
for
might.
a prank video.
I think he hasn't shown me the video yet, so I'm starting to think he's lying. I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial.
Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that.
When I saw him, his.
Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands. His hands were dripping with blood.
His hands were dripping with blood.
Your voice for her is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
What? But why?
What am I gonna do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer, but my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Oh, what am I gonna do? He's... I can't take it anymore.
So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, must have been terrible holding all that in. But it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Meads.
My main concern is whether you can defeat the prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching from the gallery.
Whoa, you found out about that tape thing? Oh, shit. Yeah, no, you got this, girl. Damn, I have to recalibrate.
And shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me.
Tina, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I had just you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it.
Don't worry. We already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive too.
Gavin is gonna call us tomorrow morning and be like, yeah, I got robbed, sorry. Yeah, no, some goons hit me with a crowbar and I went down like a pile of bricks, my bee.
Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day that Juniper walks free.
And I wouldn't
Never
have
to
it
go to court again. Ever. Never.
Any other way. You're never going to court again. And it's okay, Junie. You can talk to Naruto when you go back into your cell, because we went to psychology school together, so you can talk to him for the night. We should be all ready. We should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? What could go wrong?
He took the class in self-actualization. That's why he's always saying, believe it. Believe it. Oh, God. Oh, my chest hurts. Oh, my fuck.
Still, there's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't quite shake. I'd better be imagining it. Silly ass music.
To be continued. Okay, that was a hilarious stream, y'all. I had a great time.
It was a good one. I quite enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I had a great time with that stream. Thank you all so much for coming by. I'm so glad we got to share in that together. We will get to the next trial. I don't know if it'll be the last day. There may be a either another day of investigation, or more likely, I think that the final day of the trial will be split into 2 parts of like with a save between.
Potentially.
Huh?
Potentially.
We will see. Thank you all so much for watching. Please stay safe. Have a good one. Watch things that you've been meaning to watch. Why don't you do that? And take it easy.
Why don't you do that?
Why don't you do that, you fucking worms? I'm sorry I called you worms. That's mean. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, and we all know you're rats.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're rats.
Much cozy, comfier.
Peace.